All right, everybody, welcome to the latest edition of Speaker Piece. My name is Evan Hoy. Sitting alongside me is Paul Shapiro and Jeremy Bryant. Back after a little hiatus here, making sure you guys are following us on Spotify and iHeartRadio at Speaker Piece. Making sure you guys are following us on Instagram at SpeakerPiece_313, TikTok SpeakerPiece_podcast, Facebook and YouTube Speaker Piece. Making sure you guys are clicking that follow and like button.
That shit.
Follow that shit. As you guys can probably tell, we're a little slap happy this morning, but that's all good. So this is going to set the precedence for the rest of the show. But I just want to kind of touch base with you guys. It's been, what, about a week?
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks since we saw each other. So, P-Rock, what's been going on with you this last few weeks, man?
That shit. Just same old stuff. Boring dad stuff.
Boring dad stuff?
Boring dad stuff.
You said you've been up since 7 a.m. this morning?
Something like that, yeah. Because kids fucking want to get fed, so screaming right here in my ear. But it's no big deal. It is what it is. Be fun, they said. Have kids, they said.
Yeah, have kids, they said.
Yeah, have kids, they said.
Nah, I wasn't bad. Other than that, I just fucking have a boring life and just work.
Just work, home.
Repeat.
You're like Squidward when he moves to that new place where he's on the bike. He goes to the dance class. He gets that can of bread.
Yep.
And
Just add a baby to that mix, and then that's all.
That's horrible.
Jeez.
So nothing else is going on.
I have a boring life.
Boring life can be
How about you?
a peaceful life. Everything's good, man.
Can be.
Everything's good, man. Just same shit, different toilet, really.
See? Well, I nothing new with you.
I got a title change at my job. That's about it. So
Your dog had a birthday.
That's what's up.
Huh?
You say your dog had a birthday.
Dog had a birthday. Yeah, my second dog, Honey, just turned 2. Well, when we adopted her, we didn't know how old she was. She was about 10 or 11 months. So we just decided January 14th would be her birthday. So she's a birthday. She's a little spaz.
Is that also her gotcha date, or
No, her gotcha day is November 22nd.
oh.
So we actually fostered her for about 10 days prior to us adopting her, just to see if it would work out with our other dog, Dobby. And day 2, day 3, something like that, I was at work, and then my wife sends me a Snapchat, and they're wrestling and playing in the backyard. So I'm like, okay,
Oh, all right.
like this
Well,
fucking worked out. But other than that, man, try to live a boring life, but I can't sit still for long. So I always try and find something to do. So, Jeremy, what about you, brother?
It's been a kind of crazy 2 weeks. Just added more stuff to my plate here at Woodward. I started doing some writing
I seen that
as well. So
That's awesome, bro.
yeah, that's cool. Posting stuff on Twitter for them as well.
Okay.
So that's nice too. Got this fancy new Apple Watch a couple of days
What
ago.
what riff event did you do last week?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that
Oh
riff
God. So it was the RV show.
Ooh,
Guess where this RV show was?
Suburban Showplace?
No,
Wixom
I don't even know where that is.
by Ann Arbor.
Nope.
Where?
This fucking place was an hour away in like Monroe or some shit
Oh.
like that. We got there. Now, Riff, you know rock music.
All white people, right?
All white people. Radio station, rock music, you expect loud, you expect crazy. We get there, it is silent as ever. Like, all you hear is like that barely minimum talk and that.
Yeah.
Other than that, completely fucking silent. So it's like, how are we just supposed to come
There were a
in
lot
here?
of people there.
No. Well, like, how are we just supposed to come in here and then just crank our rock music and just be like, yeah, party, riff, we're in this bitch. Well, everyone is like looking around trying to find their new camper and shit like that. And there's kids walking around and stuff. Meltdown was there as well. But still at the same time, it's like,
You hear that TikTok? You need to leave.
we really should have. Like, we're a rock station that is at this RV event that is over an hour away.
Hell yeah, get that in the RV, rock out!
Because
And people are looking at us just like, what the fuck are you doing
because when you think of buying an RV, you think of the riff.
How?
No, I'm just saying. That's what the riff is probably thinking.
I don't know which one of our salespeople planned this shit, but this was like ridiculous for us to even come out here. And the simple fact that we only were out there for like 2.5 hours pisses me off even more.
So the round trip is probably longer than the actual event.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
That and the fact
frustrating.
that I like overslept and then I got to the station late.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll make your day
Yeah.
drag a little bit longer.
So that sucked. That really sucked. Last night sucked as well too. I went to SmackDown. I know I was telling you guys about it. The show was fucking terrible.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It was at LCA.
No, I know. Yeah.
But like the only thing that saved that whole show was probably Roman Reigns being there. That was about it.
You didn't like the return of the Firefly Funhouse?
I mean, that was cool too, but it would have been nice to actually have Bray Wyatt there.
He's not going to wrestle until Royal Rumble. Even
I
then,
know.
even then, he might not wrestle.
But still, it was a terrible show. And
I'm
I'm
glad
writing a
because
review about it
Jamie
right now.
put in because we work for Little Caesars, so we're able to put in events at Little Caesars, like put in the tickets. Like,
Oh,
but
you
it's
can
like
do
it's like a bid though.
oh,
Bidding against everybody
okay.
else.
You have to
company.
bid money, or is it just kind of like
No,
putting
just
your
like
name into a
Putting
hat?
your name into a hat, and it's
then
like
they-
you and everybody else in the company if they want to go and bid on that show too. So it's we bid on the SmackDown.
Yeah, they
We
used to
didn't
do the
get it,
same thing at UWM too for all their events. So Piston tickets, Lions tickets, stuff like that. Just throw your name in there if you get selected. You get 2
So
tickets.
the only time I've ever been there is when she won it. Is when we went to a house WWE show. It wasn't the SmackDown or Raw.
But what, Holiday Live?
No, it was
thing?
last. It was last year. I think it was around this. I think it was like in the summer. But yeah, it was just a random house show.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's free. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
we
it
sat in
was
the
free.
we sat in the suites too.
Ooh,
and
that's
that's what
even better.
she gets every time we bid on something. She gets like suite tickets.
That's even better.
That's sweet,
It's
man.
fucking dope.
That's awesome.
It's sweet.
I mean, my tickets were free, so I can't complain really. But the show was just
Did
terrible.
you have good seats or did you sit in the nosebleeds?
They weren't bad. They were like kind of like back of the bowl. But as I was telling Evan, like the seating at LCA is just so weird. Like it's got that weird slant, so it's like
Well, especially if you're up, you gotta like look under the fucking pavilion kind of deal, you know?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I was at a Post Malone concert at LCA, and
He didn't fall and break anything this time, did he?
no, he didn't. This was years ago, but this was I didn't like it. It almost gives you like vertigo a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it
It's
plays,
very steep, and when you get up there,
it's horrible. It's
Yeah.
horrible. Give me Joe Lewis back.
like that was
I
why
know.
I liked Ford Field. Their seating is like we sat in the upper deck, damn near, but it was we could see the field perfectly. It was no like I didn't feel like I was like leaning forward.
Yeah, even when you're sitting down, you feel like you're leaning over, and you kind of have to lean back to kind of counterweight your.
So I hate going up and down those stairs when you're going that high. I feel like I'm gonna like fall backwards down the stairs. And
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, how come you ain't hook me up some crazy bread, man? Come on.
I don't work for the stores. Neither does she. She does like deals with like, the fundraising, like the pizza kit shit.
Well, I mean, if you guys, some piece of kits just happen to fall off of a truck
I got you.
somewhere,
I got you. I got you.
let me know.
I got you.
All right, fellas, let's get to it here.
Laundry list.
So we got a this might be a little bit longer show today. So I want to start off by obviously we got to get the sad news out of the way here. So Lisa Marie Presley, relative of Elvis Presley, has just passed away.
Granddaughter.
Huh? Granddaughter. Yes, thank you. Just passed away. She was 54 or 55, and I believe it was from a heart attack, if I'm not mistaken, or cardiac arrest, one of those two.
I have something to that too when you get through.
Okay. And then Jeff Beck also passed away. And then University of Georgia staff member and player Devin Wilcock passed in a car crash, tragic accident as well. And then also Air Force offensive lineman Hunter Brown passes as well.
Add on David Crosby. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Okay.
Old folk guy. It's popular.
So give it
I seen
for
that
those of
last
you
night,
that
too,
don't
yeah.
know, Paul, can you give context on who Jeff Beck was?
Jeff Beck he's been around since the 60s. He was in one of the early British invasion guys with the Yardbirds, and then he went and did his own solo thing. But he was like known in the rock community as one of the best guitar players. He's more skilled. He does crazy ass sounds with it.
I heard he was really crazy with like the whammy bar
Crazy.
or whatever.
Yeah, he was just a phenomenal talent. He was well respected in the whole rock game, and he was a legend. He died from freaking meningitis.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like bacterial
terrible.
meningitis
Yeah,
or something. Like
it's
it's like he caused an
terrible.
infection, and obviously if you're
So I don't know if he got like a cut or something. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, that's terrible.
Wow.
And he was only I think he was 77, something like that.
wow,
So yeah, he was my dad's favorite guitar player. So,
it's nuts.
yeah.
It's nuts. I want to, for also clarity for the University of Georgia football staff member, it was Chandler LaCroix, are dead after a tragic accident. So this happened.
It's after the game, right?
After the national championship.
It was after the national championship game, and Wilcock was 20 years old, and LaCroix was 24. Two other members of the football practice program were injured in the accident, and they are both in stable condition. So, a lot of crazy stuff, man. And then Jeremy, you wanted to add some stuff to it as well.
Yeah, well, with the Georgia football player, like they were only a couple miles from campus too, which is so crazy because it's like another tragic accident that's happened only a few miles from like their.
Was it
home
right
on
after
campus.
the game, or is it like?
This was a couple days after they had won the national championship, and of course, everyone is speculating, oh, was there alcohol involved because it was so early in the morning and they're driving back? But I don't think any of that has been like really tested or detected or anything like that. But it's just sad and tragic that that had to happen. But with the Marie Presley thing, it was a cardiac arrest, and I feel like that's becoming a trend as of the past 2 weeks, as I've seen more and more people who pop up with this cardiac arrest, them passing away. There was a YouTuber who passed away as well. A little girl who was playing for her football team in like middle school or something like that fell on the ground, cardiac arrest. And I'm just like, what is happening in the world? Of course, we all know the DeMar Hamlin thing as well, too. But what is happening in a world where all these cardiac arrests are just surprisingly just popping up and just causing death? I don't understand that.
People got a lot of heart issues that they don't want to deal with.
Yeah, a lot of people
are too scared to deal with.
A lot of people can be obviously genetics plays a role into it, and you're predisposed to a lot of different things. Like if your mom or dad are diabetic, 9 times out of 10, you're already 50% of the way there just by being born. So stuff like that is charged, but a lot of it, a lot of people don't go to the doctor regularly or get checked out regularly or have bad habits or who knows, whatever the case may be. But
especially if you have like a genetic heart issue that needs to be checked out like ASAP, so you don't get it or it doesn't develop or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So, I want to, as we always do here, guys, I do want to give a moment of silence for those that are fallen here. I know you guys hate reporting on this stuff too, but we have to do our due justice with this. So please, gentlemen, a momentary moment of silence, please. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Once again, rest in peace to all those that we just mentioned that passed away, and our thoughts and prayers go out to those loved ones that are affected by their deaths. Going from grim to serious, I know this is how we don't want to start it off. By Alabama's forward Darius Miles is charged with capital murder, not just murder. So this is reported on January 15th. This is an article from ESPN. So Alabama men's basketball player Darius Miles and another man have been charged with capital murder in connection with the Sunday morning shooting near campus that killed a 23-year-old woman. Miles was booked in the Tuscaloosa County Jail around 6:45 on Sunday, a jail official told ESPN. They were saying that Miles, 21, and Michael Lynn Davis, 20 years old, of Charles County, Maryland, were both charged with capital murder. That charge arose because the death involved shots fired into the vehicle, Kennedy said. At this time, it appears that the only motive was a minor altercation that these individuals had with the victim as they were out on the strip, Kennedy said at a news conference Sunday evening. They did not have a previous relationship, he said. So, guys, what do you think about this? Obviously, it's a NCAA. It's a D1 college, Alabama. Not really known for basketball, obviously known for their football here, but still,
Yeah.
if you have Alabama attached to it, mostly everybody knows what Alabama is capable of. But Jeremy, I wanted to get your thoughts on this.
I mean, Alabama's basketball team is slightly coming up a little bit nowadays, but my man just threw his whole life away. His entire life away just because you're at some club, probably drinking, and you just found some girl that you were just infatuated with so much that you just couldn't leave her alone. Like, I just can't understand that. You mean to tell me that there was no other attractive women in that bar, in that party, wherever you were at, that you could have talked to besides this one? And for some reason, you just found the need to be obsessed with her so much that you're sitting here following her out to her car. And then you get so upset, you get so butthurt that she's not giving you the time of day or attention that you just open fire shots in the car.
It's one female. It
is one
female.
There are millions of females out here, other women that you can talk to that actually might like you more than she is. Like, what is the need that you need to go after this one woman? You threw your whole career away because one girl told you no. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Paul, what are your thoughts?
Capital murder carries a life without parole sentence or the death penalty. So
I don't know if Alabama has
Alabama has a
the death penalty.
I'm pretty sure most of the southern states have death penalty.
Yeah,
But
I know.
don't
Texas
quote
does.
me and don't quote me on that. But it's either life in prison without parole or the death penalty. So you just did all that. You shot that chick to die in jail, one way or another. Like, was it worth it? So
I mean, who knows what the future could have led for him? I mean, you could have probably had a shot at the NBA, but now look at you.
Even regardless if he didn't pan out, you're still young enough that you could contribute to society rather than shooting someone like that.
Yes.
So, quick little research. So, this is according to deathpenaltyinfo.org. Alabama still allows a judge to impose a death sentence without a unanimous jury recommendation for death if at least 10 of the 12 jurors recommend a death sentence.
Yeah, so...
And they've executed from 1983 to January 20th of 2023. Alabama has executed 70 people.
So it's a possibility. But
I don't think he's going to get the death sentence because,
it depends on what the judge thinks.
Yeah, but I think it's horrible. Like, you guys took the words right out of my mouth. You have a potential to do something great with your life. You have the potential. So many people would kill, no pun intended, to be in the same position that this guy is in, that Darius is in. And you're just going to throw it away over a minor altercation, regardless of what was said, what was done, whatever the case may be. You're simply just going to toss this away. Come on, man. And I think it's worse because he was probably there with some friends.
Yeah.
It's all about the company you keep, too. So none of his friends couldn't talk him out of it, couldn't stop him from going, like,
to step in
and do something like that. Because if one of my friends was heated like that and going to do something like that, I would fight my friend to prevent something like this from happening, from going his life away. I would get into a physical fight with him to stop that. Hell yeah. But why would you do that, man? The sky's the limit for you, and you're only 21 years old. You have your whole life ahead of you, and now you just toss it away, and then who knows what his motivation was. Let me go into the NBA so I can help mom, dad out with bills, sister, whatever, cousin, whatever the case may be. It's gone.
Then again, it could be also the upbringing that he's had too, and how he's got brought up. He got probably brought up in that lifestyle where, like, your only way of dealing with shit is shooting people or fucking gangbanging or doing what other kind of shit people do in poverty to survive.
Right. And
it's a horrible way to think about it, but it's just like, it's the reality.
Yeah.
Because Alabama is one of the poorest states.
Yeah.
They have one of the most poverty-stricken states, along with Mississippi.
Yeah, I think.
And Mississippi's number one, and Alabama's like I think in the top 10 of that. But like either way, it's terrible. It's a way to look at it. It's not a way to live. It's not a way to survive. Especially in America, it shouldn't be that way.
Right. Exactly.
But that's another issue. Another day. But It's just like it's your gut reaction to dealing with problems shouldn't be to just open fire.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. That's so wrong.
I agree. Did you guys talk about the Jeremy Renner accident?
No, we didn't.
So, as we all know, Jeremy Renner, aka Hawkeye, shut up.
You know where I was going with this.
I knew exactly where you're going with that. So he got into an accident over New Year's where he essentially fell off this tractor. I forget which state he's in, but I think it's like Maryland or something like that, where there was a lot of snow. He had to plow out some snow to have his friends leave, and apparently he had like one of those big plowing machines, almost like those big John Deeres to remove the snow.
Okay.
So I think when he put it in park, it didn't actually, like, the safety feature didn't work. He ended up falling, ended up crushing his legs, crushing his chest, and he was in critical condition. And then thankfully his neighbor is a doctor and had to put a tourniquet on him to stop the bleeding, because it probably hit the femoral artery. And for those of you who don't know anatomy, that's the artery going on the inside of your thigh. If you cut that, you can die pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's like your brachial artery, which is on the inside of your arm right here. So he had to throw a tourniquet on, and if the doctor didn't throw that tourniquet on, he would have died.
Wow.
So there is a good chance. He's stable. He was in ICU for a while. His recovery is still going on, but there's a chance that one of his legs might have to be amputated.
Oh no.
So I haven't heard anything since, but that is tough because I don't know about you guys, but Jeremy Renner, great actor. We all know him as Hawkeye, and it's tough. It's really tough. Paul, what do you think about Jeremy Renner?
It's terrible, fucking freak accident. I wonder if he's gonna try and like go after the company with a plow if the safety feature didn't work.
If I was him, I would.
But
in a
now,
heartbeat.
I don't know if that's the case that it didn't work, or if he didn't properly use it, which is what they're probably gonna say, that you didn't properly engage it.
Yeah,
Of course,
But,
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing to look at, but it's fucking terrible.
and it sucks because Jeremy Renner's a universally liked.
He might
actor,
get one of
yeah.
those little like metal blade things on his fucking leg, make it look like a badass with Hawkeye. Kind of cool.
You never know.
Yeah, that's so well. It's a freak accident, so it's just weird and sad. And I know it happened like a week ago or something like that.
Yeah, it happened kind of like around the New Year.
Around the New Year type of thing. I didn't really get the full story. All I knew was like, oh, Jeremy Renner is hurt and he's in the hospital, critical condition of like. I thought he was like trying to save somebody. Or
Yeah,
save
it
a
was
little kid
kind of
or
like a
something
freak.
that.
It was a freak accident like that.
But dude, it's just so weird. Like, prayers up to Renner, because as you said, he is an amazing actor outside of the superheroes and Avengers that we know him as. So,
Just watch The Town if you want to know.
Hmm?
Just watch The Town. If
the
you
town,
wanna know.
yes, the
Yeah.
town, yeah. It's just sad to see. Damn, like, I hope he makes a comeback in full recovery.
I hope so too. A little update: Damar Hamlin. He was transferred back to the Buffalo facility.
I think he's out of the hospital.
He's
Yeah,
out of
he's
the
out of the
hospital
hospital.
now, and he's continuing rehab on his own. But that is, the Bills guaranteed his full contract for the year, which is awesome. He had a charity that he had going on, and
Raised over $9 million.
Yep.
yeah, insane. So you know how Bills Mafia is, man. Some of the most generous fan base in all of NFL,
They're
regardless
wild,
of what
but
your
they
team
care.
is.
I'll tell you that.
They are wild, but yes, they do care. So it's good to hear about Damar Hamlin, and it's scary to hear that something like blink of an eye, just like that. And then Paul, you came up with I heard about this a little bit. I don't know much details about Peyton Hillis.
Yeah, his
Oh, yeah.
2 kids were drowning, so he went in there, saved his kids, but he started to drown, and then he got pulled out. I read the story. I forgot the details, but he's in critical condition. He was in the ICU, but he's recovering slowly, progressing good, but slowly. So it's just crazy.
And then former Browns running back, former Madden cover star.
I think I still actually have that Madden cover too.
What was it, Madden? think it was like Madden 09?
No,
11.
11? I don't know. I can't keep
11
up.
or 12.
I can't keep. I thought AA round was on 12.
I don't know. I think it's like one of the early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the early 2000s. I know that, forever.
Yeah, it's got to be early, like, as we do research here.
Yeah.
It's 12. Madden 12.
And 12?
Yeah.
Okay. So, prayers up to Peyton Hillis and Jeremy Renner. Hopefully you guys have a quick and speedy recovery here. And it's just, Peyton Hillis is a hero, man. I mean, he would do what any father would do in that situation. So, all right, now switching on to happier topics now. We're finally out of the grim here. So, Lions season.
About
Lions
Football.
fans.
So they finished with a record of 9-8. Seahawks just had to win that fucking game. Otherwise, we would have been in the playoffs.
Jeremy will be the first to say I was wrong.
Baker Mayfield's trash ass.
That would be the first to say I was wrong.
So you're going to put some respect on the Lions next season?
Are you drinking the Kool-Aid? That's the question.
I'm still sipping.
I'm still
Listen.
Oh.
I'm sipping the Kool-Aid.
This is.
Are you sipping the Kool-Aid till the draft? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to know how this fucking draft's gonna go.
Because everyone's saying, like, don't take a tight end and everything like this.
We need a tight end. No,
I would not take a tight end.
We need a tight end.
Ooh,
Not in the
maybe-
first, not in the first round.
No,
Hell
do
no.
not pick a tight end
Not
in the first round.
2 rounds. Maybe round 3 or 4. I don't know what draft rounds we have, but
We have 8 picks.
yeah. So out of those 8 picks, we need at least one tight end.
No,
Defense.
we don't.
Defense.
Who is our tight end?
Brock Wright.
Who?
Mike Jones?
Who?
Mike Jones?
It is Brock Wright and some other random
Who?
person that we have.
Yeah.
Brock Wright's solid
You
for
know
right
who-
now.
he's solid.
He's solid.
Do you know
solid.
who we had?
TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah. Why did we trade him? Do you know? I don't.
Where's TJ Hawkinson right now?
Yeah. Well,
Sitting at home.
At home.
same with Brock Wright. But who's a better player? Not Brock Wright.
I think
It's debatable.
There was no reason to do that. Okay, digressing. There's no reason to do that trade. That's all I'm saying. No reason for that trade. Now,
Well, there is a reason. We don't want to.
so. Who would you take with pick number 6?
he was only in fucking 4 years in or 5 years in.
You know he was going to ask for another big payday.
He
When
was
came from
worth it.
contract
He's our
extension.
most reliable receiver
But we
besides
weren't-
Amon Ra.
We weren't utilizing him in that way. It was just he
I
was just
don't-
like a blocking tight end.
Because
That
we
was
had
it.
shitty an OC until this year.
Ben Johnson is coming back for the record,
Shout out to
everybody.
Ben Johnson.
Shout out
Yeah,
to Big
thank you
Ben.
God he's coming back.
Ben.
Hey, I would have been
Shit.
pissed if he would have left because you
Yeah,
can't.
and apparently the Cardinals are trying to get Aaron Glenn. Bye. See you. Take him. Take him.
Oh yeah, I did. hear that
31st
too.
ranked defense. Take him. Bye. See you. Go make
I
your
mean,
fucking make.
I
Cardinals
knew Cliff
defense.
Kingsbury was gone.
The Cardinals need a lot more help than just their
JJ Watt
defense
retired.
right now.
Yeah.
You know, motherfucking Cliff Kingsbury is chilling in Thailand right now.
Yeah,
Oh, did you
he
see
bought
the
a
picture
one-way
of him?
ticket.
No.
Bought a one-way ticket.
There's a picture of him and someone else just chilling with like these 2 women out in Thailand right now by some
Okay.
weird beach or something.
Fuck it.
I mean,
He does not want to come back at all.
Fuck. Would you?
I mean, I guess not, but still, like
he's getting paid still because he signed an extension through 2027 with the Cardinals.
oh, wait, so he's still getting.
he's still getting paid.
He's still getting paid.
Gee,
So yeah, I
guess.
wouldn't be in Thailand.
And
What he's doing?
He's not taking any calls. He's not taking any calls until he.
And a motherfucker single doesn't have a wife or anything tied
I mean,
down.
hell, did you see his
And he's
house on
young.
Hard Knocks? Like, come on.
Yeah, that was the most bare house I've
I
ever
know.
seen
It
in my
was so
life.
fucking
I didn't see
empty.
it.
And it was also the most man house because the motherfucker has a picture of a giant lion in his house. It's like that's a man.
Yeah, that's a big man cave.
decorating
That's a
shit.
Lion space TV, my
Right.
bed.
It's
Only
really
sleep
all
on
it
this
is.
side
It's
of
the most
bed.
empty fucking house. That's
I got. All right,
move
now
out ready.
I gotta see this.
He's like
I gotta
move
see.
out ready like that.
Yeah, he's like at any moment I'm ready to move.
give me 5 totes. I'm out of there.
2 men in the truck. I need 2 men in the van. Here we go.
Shit, I need 1 man and myself.
Right, exactly. So
So you will be a Lions fan.
Listen, I'm not saying I've always been a fan. I don't like to rep that I'm a fan. I've always been a fan, kind of like the
been like-
Tigers. Kind of like the Tigers. Yeah, I rep them sometimes, but I don't.
I rep them sometimes, but
I'm going to be a lifelong fan. It's just the way Detroit sports are. They look at the Red Wings. Yeah, I haven't been proud lately, but yeah, I'm a lifelong fan.
so you're drinking the Kool-Aid next season.
Sipping the Kool-Aid.
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
If we
I got a
cannot
glass-
start 1-6, maybe I'll drink the Kool-Aid.
Do you think?
It won't be
So
a
there's a
1-6
lot of
start,
notable
guaranteed.
free agents with the Lions. A lot of notable free agents.
But we
Obviously,
don't spend money. That's the problem.
Guess what? We're not going to sign anybody. We're going to probably re-sign some of our players, not all of them. But we're not going to go out and get somebody. And no one's going to want to come here. Watch.
We'll go out and get someone. We're just not going to try and spend that much money. Like, if it costs anywhere over 15 mil, I think they're going to be like, no.
Sheila ain't going to fucking shell out money for that shit.
I mean, she shelled out money for Ben Johnson.
So we got a lot of unrestricted free agents. Alex Anzalone, Michael Badgley, Chris Board,
Anzalone's coming back.
Evan Brown, Austin
get rid of
Bryan,
him.
Isaiah Bugs, DJ Chark. We should resign Chark.
Yes.
John Kaminsky,
You said get
Deshaun
rid of
Allen.
Anzalone?
Yeah, I don't care about anal zone.
He's a leading tackle. He's one of the leading
I
tackles
would
in the
resign.
league.
I would
I don't care
resign
about
it.
Anal
Will
Zone.
Harris, Mike Hughes, Justin Jackson, C.J. Moore, Amani Owarie, Dan Skipper, Nate Sudfield,
Skipper. Get him back.
Jamal Williams. We have to resign.
Jamal.
Just because his intro, that Naruto intro was cold.
I ain't understand that at all.
First swag Kazakagi, hidden leader village of the den. That was a cold intro. Because I'm currently watching Naruto right now. So Josh Woods, restricted free agents. We got Matt Nelson, Ross Pierschbacher, Bobby Price, and exclusive free right agents Scott Daly, Benito Jones, Tommy Kramer, Anthony Pittman, Craig Reynolds, Brock Wright, and Shane Zeltstra.
Craig.
So the only three we need to worry about is Anzalone,
Jamal,
and Chark.
Shark, Kaminsky, Jamal, Skipper.
4 or 5.
I kind of like Will Harris too.
Oh.
I like
So
his
no
attitude,
Justin
at least.
Jackson.
Nah.
Who?
Nah.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Nah.
Yeah. So
That-
Paul's
that
a no.
That one dude we seen go for like 5 yards in one play.
Let's see here. Yeah.
But why aren't you sold on Anzalone?
I just don't like him.
He's one of the leading tacklers in the league.
I just don't like him. I think there's better out there.
He's the best linebacker we've had in years.
I think there's better out there. I'm just saying.
Like who? That we can get.
There's a lot of rumors. Obviously,
Devin Bush.
Who?
What?
I know who Devin Bush is. But
Former Michigan player
like, he
Devin
hasn't
Bush
done
got
shit
cut
in
by
the
the
NFL.
Steelers.
He hasn't done shit in the
Cut by the
NFL.
Steelers. He can come to the Lions. Guess what? Your career is
All of a
reserved
sudden,
right
he's
now.
fucking good now with our 31st ranked defense.
so what?
Which is why it's even more amazing that what Anzalone did with our worst ass defense that we have.
Still don't care for him.
Oh my god.
I would
think it's
resign
better.
Anzalone.
You're the worst lines drinker ever because you don't like the players on the team.
So, Paul, you mentioned Lions rookie defender set NFL record.
Yes.
What record did they set?
So, let me pull it up real quick.
I'll say this was a couple of records that they did break.
I think that they should go after defense in the draft. They have to go after defense. Everyone's saying that.
Everyone wants them to go defense, which I think is a good idea. But
Who's going to drop to 6?
yeah, who's gonna drop to 6? That debate is still up there, and it's like, do you still go defense, or if someone drops to you, would you take that opportunity and be like, all right, well, let's take this offensive player? Like if Bryce Young just somehow magically falls to you at 6, would you take him?
No.
No, still.
No.
Or if CJ Stroud falls to you at 6.
No. No. I'm not going to CJ Stroud. He's going to be like, what's his name? The Ohio State quarterback, Terrell Pryor.
Oh,
I think he's going to be, and then fizzle.
Okay, so apparently they didn't say that, but it was something along the lines of
Recording the most sacks with all rookies.
so
entire season?
yeah, all three guys. It was Houston,
Aiden and Malcolm.
Malcolm had the most sacks combined in the NFL ever
Yeah.
for a rookie.
for a rookie, I think they beat out the Chicago team.
I think so.
No, it was Titans team from like the 90s.
That's awesome. I think it was at what, 20, 21 sacks, something like that. It's in the 20s. I know that.
And
remember
also,
that.
I think Amon Ross set a record for the
It was
most
20.
receptions in the first 3 years with 196, which is fucking nuts.
I think it was 20 sacks or 20 and a half.
Yeah, I think it was 20 and a
somewhere around
half.
there.
Yeah, and then with Amon, I think it was the first 2 seasons at 197, if I'm not mistaken. But something in the 190 range.
That was
But
196.
yeah. So obviously we got to re-sign Chark because I like where the offense is going. It's just obviously the defense being 31st in the league.
You just need to utilize J-Mo more.
Well,
Better. We need to.
Once he gets
need
that,
Oh yeah, once we get next year,
training
you got
camp and everything.
Yeah, full training camp. And
Well, he was full healthy when he was playing. We just didn't use him.
I mean,
I think they didn't want to like wreck the Corvette when they just got him out there. So it's like,
Okay.
let's ease him back.
That Corvette could have
offense,
won you at least 2 more games if you used him more.
especially since we're kind of in limbo right now, of either trying to make the playoffs or not trying to make the playoffs.
yeah.
So it's like, let's not try.
If
to
we
wreck
would
the
have turned
Corvette.
him loose in the fucking Carolina game, we would have fucking won that game.
Yeah.
I mean, if we would have scored more points in the fucking Patriots game, that would have been nice too.
If we scored any points in the Cowboys game, we would have been fine.
If Baker Mayfield could throw a goddamn pass more than 20 yards.
Your problem was Orion and Baker Mayfield.
He did.
Yeah, we
decent.
were out for Cecil's birthday and we were watching the Seahawks and Rams game, and that Seahawks
That penalty, those referees fucked up
Oh,
so bad.
refs are
Also
still in
the
trouble
botch
for
kicks.
that too.
the botch kicks really screwed it for
Speaking of botched kicks, did you guys
Brett
watch
Meyer.
that?
Brett
fucking-
Meyer.
Huh?
Meyer,
Yeah.
yeah,
Watch that
missed
Cowboys
4 PATs. Yeah,
You fired.
they signed a kicker that has been on 10 different NFL teams and 4 Canadian teams.
How was he
As
not
backup.
fired mid-game? I
You
would have
fired a
tossed his
player
ass.
mid-game.
I
You
would
can't
have
fire a
tossed
player.
his ass out mid-game after the third.
He was their only kicker.
Dak,
the
I'm gonna
punter
need you
in
to get
there.
out there and kick
Put
some
that
field
fucking
goals.
punter in there. The punter could have probably made a better kick than him.
I
Yeah,
don't think you can change positions
Oh
like
yeah,
mid
you
game.
can. Yeah, you can.
You can't switch a
He's
punter
kicking
to
the
a
game.
kicker
He's gonna have to.
like mid game. All right, second quarter. We're using the punter to kick this shit. Like what?
so who are the Cowboys facing this week?
They're facing the 49ers.
49ers. Yep. So all
The
right, but
Niners.
we're getting off track here.
Oh yeah.
So Paul wanted to do kind of a early 2023 season prediction for the Lions here. So our home
Dubs.
okay. So 2023, these are the home games. You got Chicago.
In no order. There's no like.
Yeah, no
specific
order. Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Denver, Atlanta, Carolina, Las Vegas, and Seattle. Away is Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Kansas City, New Orleans, Los Angeles Chargers, Bucks, Cowboys, Ravens.
Side note: that KC game could be played over in Ireland. I think.
Germany.
Or Germany, yeah, because Kansas City only has one game over there, and we have one game over there as well too. So that could be quite potentially, if they make it to the Super Bowl and are your Super Bowl winners, your opening game next season. Just
Interesting.
something to chew on.
So, all right. So let's go by team.
So if this was, I wish that they were at least the actual schedule,
Yeah.
because based on the home games. So let's just go through the home games.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even need
got-
to go
Out
to
of
the home
those,
games.
You got Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Denver,
Denver.
Atlanta, Carolina, Las Vegas Raiders, Seahawks.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4 wins.
You think we're going to go 4-4 at home?
Yep.
Well,
That-
Derek Carr
with-
being
with
in
us
limbo.
with us beating Chicago, Denver, Atlanta, and the Oakland Raiders. Or Las Vegas Raiders, sorry.
7-1 at home, just because
Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
don't know
What's
who the
going on?
Raiders are going to sign.
Who's-
There's
yeah.
rumors of Tom Brady and
You got
Aaron
Denver
Rodgers
going
coming
on.
back over there. So it's like I don't know who their quarterback is going to be next season. So that's the only thing.
I say
that scares
6-2
me
at
a
home.
bit.
I say 6-2.
Y'all are fucking wild, bro.
Like I said, better.
You've
home
been wrong
record-
before, Paul.
Better home
As often as
record,
you motherfuckers.
away record will be very bad.
Away,
Away will be very.
we're
very
gonna
bad.
have one win.
Away.
Dude, look at who we're facing.
Chicago,
Okay,
Green Bay.
Now, the one win is Chicago. Green Bay, Minnesota, Kansas City, the Saints, Chargers, Bucks, Cowboys, and Ravens.
Chargers, Bucks, Cowboys.
The bottom
KC.
row will destroy us.
Well, who knows
need
what's
to
going on with
see-
the Bucks?
We
It
need to see
doesn't
what
matter
happens
what's
in
going on
this
with the Bucks.
offseason.
They have a better offense.
Who knows what's going on with the Ravens because you got Lamar.
Who knows if Aaron Rodgers is coming back to Green Bay?
So there's a lot of so all right. I will go.
I'm going based on what they have now. We're gonna lose all those games. Besides Chicago.
5-4.
I say 3-6.
Y'all are crazy, dude.
All in on the Lions next season.
Y'all are fucking nuts.
All in. We just need to see what happens during this offseason.
Yeah, we can. We'll
Tom Brady
obviously
wants to go somewhere.
Remember, this is way too early predictions. So this is
Yeah, I know.
all right. So
6-12.
FC North champions, baby. Let's go.
6-12.
all right. So 6-12. All righty. So Jeremy, you brought up Holmes press conference.
Oh,
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, Brad Holmes press conference he had earlier this week. He just wanted to emphasize to everyone in the media that he's proud of this team. He's happy with what this team has done over the season. There's a lot of these guys he wants to bring back. He sees a lot of them not only as players but family, and that number one overall, never saw Jared Goff as a bridge quarterback. So he will be back next season as the starting quarterback, and he has 100% confidence and faith in him. So
Jared Goff
I kind of got to believe him on this, man.
Still think that if we don't draft the quarterback, this draft we're fucked. We need to draft a quarterback.
If Hendon Hooker or Anthony Richards is there in the second round, I will take him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know about Hooker, but Richardson for sure. Hooker is just like, we can't wait another year for a fucking backup quarterback because he's injured again. We can't keep drafting injured players.
Yeah.
You can't keep drafting the injured players, but I do see your point in needing and having that backup just in case something happens to Jared Goff.
Not
If he
only
goes
that,
down,
but
if he gets
like,
injured or
Goff
something.
can just pull a Goff and just be Goff. And
Goff was pretty solid towards the end of the season. You got to
Yeah.
give Goff credit where
I'll
credit
give him
is
that.
due.
Okay, but like he's not sustained that kind of play throughout his career.
Right.
'Cause I don't think he's really had that steady offensive coordinator who actually knows what he can do. Knows
So if
his
he can come out
abilities.
the gates like he did at the end of this year, beginning of next year, compared to what he did at the beginning of this year when he went 1-6, maybe maybe I'll give him a little bit of credit. But he's got to fucking prove shit. This whole team's got to prove shit because they're just people think this is a fluke, so they gotta go out and prove it. Don't
Yeah.
start 1-6 again. Start 2-5.
I just think, of course, as
That's an improvement.
That's an improvement.
as Lions fans, we've always been down on this team for so long, and now it's finally
Because they're
getting that
proving us over and over
turnaround.
again that we can't do shit.
I know, but now we're finally getting that turnaround. So it's like, yeah, let's hop on.
We
this
had a
train while we
turnaround with
can.
Jim Caldwell. Look what happened with that.
Yeah.
So they were talking about
We
it.
had the same record as Jim Caldwell did, and he got
9-8,
fired for it,
8-9,
and they're
yeah.
praising Dan Campbell for what fucking Jim Caldwell did. Each year Jim Caldwell was here, he had a winning record.
So what do you think the difference between Jim Caldwell and Dan Campbell is?
Dan Campbell's a player's coach. Jim is just like straight to business. Like, don't talk to me. Just let me coach my team. Dan is more like player focused, getting to know players, family driven, and Jim is just like, I've been to the Super Bowl. Fuck with me.
This is what I use to get to the Super Bowl. If we follow this, all right, it'll be exactly the same as you
Shut
said.
the fuck up, get in
Yeah.
line, do your job. If you don't, you're fucking fired. With Dan Campbell, it's just like everybody love everybody.
But Dan Campbell has that connection. Like he
But I
wants
think
everyone
that
to be
makes the
involved.
players want to work for him that much
Yeah.
harder because of that
That's
connection.
why the
Rather than
players didn't really want to work for Jim because he's just like,
straight to business.
yeah.
Not saying that
Yeah.
Jim was never a bad coach. Don't
Yeah,
don't get it
yeah.
twisted.
Oh.
But
He had
certain-
a winning record each year he was here.
right, yeah, exactly. But some players mesh with that type of coach as Jim Caldwell, and some players mesh with Dan Campbell as that type of coach, being a player's coach. So it's not just what's on. It's not just the X's and O's. It's what's going on behind the scenes, the connections that you make. Because if I'm going into the coach's office and I think I'm going to get yelled at every single fucking time, I'm not going to want to be there. I'm not going to want to play for that dude. But if I go in there and he's like, "Hey, you fucked up, but this is how we're going to change it," I'm going to be like, "All right, cool. I'll fix it. I got you." I'm going to want to play for that guy. That's just me personally, if I was a football player. That's just how I think I would gravitate more towards the players coach rather than, hey, the cold-blooded, let's get shit done type of coach.
That's why I think, with Hard Knocks and with the media finally accepting and seeing the Lions as being contenders pretty much, that this could be a good destination landing spot for a lot of free agents who just want to break the norm of having this hard-ass coach that's just on them all the time. That's just like, hey, we know what you can do. Prove it out here on the field, and we're going to help you get to where you need to be. So I think this is a perfect spot for any young player who just wants to break the norm of having that hard-ass coach.
I think...
You know what rumor I seen?
Marshawn Lattimore?
Yep.
That is
Trade the 18th pick to
Marshawn, or would you get Jalen?
I'll take Marshawn. Jalen's so inconsistent. Jalen's hyped. Overhyped.
Really?
Jalen Ramsey's overhyped.
For sure.
Yeah.
Overrated. He's got burned so many fucking times now.
Jamar Chase killed him.
Yeah.
All right.
Justin Jefferson killed him.
Second and the third pick for Jalen Ramsey. Would you do it?
No.
No.
I'm not getting Jalen Ramsey for shit.
18th for the Marshawn Lattimore all day.
I'll take that. Marshawn Lattimore is a dog.
All day. He's tall
Plus,
too. He's tall.
Plus, we need a player like
secondary.
Marshawn. We need secondary. So that's what I'm saying. Just
someone outside of Akuda can stay fucking healthy.
I think, yeah.
Fuck. Kirby Joseph though is
he's got potential. Kirby Joseph is that shit.
By the way, shout out to Kirby Joseph with 3 picks on Aaron Rodgers for the season.
He's got if we this is all like hypothetical. We get Malcolm Jenkins, Lattimore, sorry, and then we have Akuda, and then our nickel would be fucking Kirby Joseph. It'd be fucking dog. Dude, our secondary would be stacked. Still need safety help.
That's why I would switch Okuda to safety. He's great at tackling. He has amazing speed. He's like a ball hunter, but he can still do all these things without getting injured so much. And you also have Tracy Walker coming back as well, too. Kirby Joseph's already proven that he can be a dog out there. So if you move him to safety, like, this just adds a little bit more speed to your lineup.
Even safety, though, you get to be more like more stocky and stocked up, and more.
You got a whole offseason, brother.
If you tell him right now, hey, Jeff, we're moving you to safety. I know this isn't what you played back in college, but we just think you can utilize your skills a lot more in that position. We need you to bulk up and put on muscle this offseason. I guarantee you he would do that.
We have a lot of potential. I feel like there's something brewing in Detroit that hasn't been.
Once we get another lineman, D lineman, I think we'll run away.
Then we're also thinking about taking another corner in the draft too at 18 if Marshawn doesn't fall through with us. Christian Gonzalez, I don't know if you guys know about him from Oregon. He's another corner. He's good. He trusts his instinct. He's got that length on, defenders, long arms. So
we need linemen though. With our 6th pick, we need to get a lineman.
Brian Brees.
Or that dude from fucking Clemson, wherever the fuck his name is. I forgot his name. Not Miles Murphy. But lineman for sure. We need, if we can re-sign Bugs, because he wasn't bad.
I don't know if we re-sign Bugs.
He was a good interior lineman. Is what we need. We need help with it. Aiden needs help in the interior. So.
I just want Jalen Carter so bad to come to the Lions, man.
Yeah, that's a pipe dream.
Plus, you got the offseason, so I think
if we do get Carter, holy fuck.
I think Detroit has become, I don't want to say a hotspot, has risen as a destination in free agency. I think after this season, I think people see the potential, and it's like,
hey, we'll see.
I see what if what is brewing in Detroit. I want to be a part of that. So I feel like Detroit becoming a destination in free agency is going to help us even more.
Mm-hmm. I just wish we would spend some money and
we got to spend money.
Go out and get like a DeAndre Hopkins. Just saying.
No, I don't want D-Hop.
We don't need
receivers. We don't need receivers.
Are you sure? Because some people are saying if we can fix our defense,
we don't need D-Hop has like 2 years left on his contract.
We're not going to sit here and take all these offensive players in the draft.
What has D-Hop done this season?
Well,
he's been suspended for the
shitty quarterback.
Yeah,
he's been suspended the first 5 games,
first 6 games. Then he was injured.
McCoy out there thinking he can do something.
Then David Blau.
And then you have D-Hop is what, 33?
Trace McSorley.
He's an aging receiver.
29, 30, something. 30?
In his late 20s, early 30s.
D-Hop ain't D-Hop no more. This isn't the D-Hop of the Texans.
Juju Smith-Schuster, another free agent. That's
No,
out
get the
there.
fuck out of here. I don't want
No,
his. I don't want his
Juju.
ass.
N'Keal Harry,
Who?
young free agent.
Who?
N'Keal Harry.
Who?
Nikhil who?
Oh, God damn it.
Who? Mike
There we
Jones.
go. Anyway, next topic.
Mike Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about we don't trade away our tight end to Vikings?
Because we didn't need this tight end.
We
Dan
didn't
Campbell's
need T.J. Hawkinson. You're
Dan
saying
Campbell is a tight ends coach. He sees some potential in Brock Wright. And
Brock Wright needs to get re-signed first. Okay, so you're in on Brock. I'm in on Brock. He's not. All right. Roquan Smith is paid.
No, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Was it 5
yeah.
years, $100 million?
6 years. I don't know.
Was it 6?
I think
You get paid.
I'm so upset.
highest paid
I'm not,
linebacker.
I'm not upset that he got paid, but I'm upset that they paid him first before Lamar. If that makes
This is a
better
whole
sense.
thing with Lamar because Lamar's like, hey, y'all need to pay me.
You already know Lamar's not gonna go nowhere.
I don't think he.
They're gonna tag him.
I don't
They're gonna
think
tag
he
him.
Can go anywhere. That's a problem. Like he wants to leave to go somewhere else, but
They're going to
Baltimore's
franchise
gonna
tag
hold
him.
so
It's going to
much.
be a Kirk Cousins situation. They're
The
going to
thing
tag him
is,
twice
if
and
he
then
were to
sign him.
go anywhere that needs a quarterback, they're all shitty teams that aren't playoff ready.
I mean, they could. Be.
If he just comes into any of the shitty teams that needs a quarterback, none of them are playoff ready. Like if he comes in too.
So if he went to the Jets, you mean to tell me that team wouldn't be playoff ready?
No.
Really?
No.
With their defense?
Eh.
You add Lamar in there, that
You
offense.
adds a few wins, but it's not a playoff. It's not an automatic playoff
Yeah.
contender.
I don't know about that.
Because they don't gotta go to O-line to protect him. He'll probably get killed, dude. You get killed.
Then
I
he's
know,
going to
but
use his
adding
legs, and then
Lamar-
he's going to get.
What's that rushing ability right there?
But he's not
Yeah,
going to put
and then he's
himself in
gonna pull
harm's
an
way.
RG3 and break his leg off. Because
I
he's
think
trying too hard to run because he can't. He's got to run for his life every single play.
But I think he's smarter than RG3 because RG3 was out there trying to play on that injured leg, on that injured
For his team,
ankle.
sacrificed
Yeah. For his
himself.
team trying to sacrifice.
One
Lamar knows
crazy
his
hit on Lamar to fuck up his whole career. And if he's running for his life because his O-line sucks, then that's not a good place for him. His O-line in fucking Baltimore is not bad. It's good enough that he doesn't die every fucking play.
Hell, I don't think the Bengals O-line is all that great either.
No, 'cause-
Bengals spent $100 million in the offseason getting an O-line. To
but
where
now
it is.
3 of their O-line are down
Yep.
in these last 3 weeks. So going into this next game against the Bills,
See?
it's tough.
Buffalo all the way.
So Buffalo looks shaky, but we'll talk.
Buffalo barely scraped by a third-string quarterback.
I got our hot take when we do our picks, too.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So you also put I missed Dan Campbell on the Manning cast.
It was
Was
good.
he talking about the? He was talking about the Panay. Panay.
Oh, sorry, let me put this out down. No free sponsors. Anyway, first off, do you guys actually like the Manning cast?
I've never watched
It's
it.
all right. It's all right.
I hate the Manning cast. I really do. I think like the
You
first
talk too much.
The first year of it was cool, but after that, it's like give these guys something else to do. Because it's cool if we're in a room, talking about the game, but I don't want to hear someone else on my TV talking about the game when I'm trying to watch the game at the same time. And then you invited Dan Campbell on the show, and you had nothing of interest to talk to him about. He was just there in the middle box, and they're like, "Oh, damn, what would you do on this play?" "Oh, man, I don't know. I guess I punt it. I don't know, man. I guess I'll punt it." Then they're still sitting here calling him the kneecaps guy. Like, I feel like this is a little disrespectful.
I think they're just trying to be too funny. They're trying to crack jokes all the time and make it a lighthearted thing. But
I just get tired of the Manning cast. Give them something else to do. Someone call them to be a coach somewhere. Do something else. But this is just not entertaining to me anymore.
so you're calling for the Manning cast to be canceled.
Yeah, it just needs to be done. Like, or maybe they just need more charismatic guests on, because Deion Sanders was on that same show as well too, and they had a ball with Deion. Like, that was entertaining as hell. But Dan Campbell and other superstars that they had on here is just like, I don't know. I don't know what to talk to this guy about.
Maybe it might be a lack of preparation, but who knows? Cardinal teammates fed up with Kyler. Paul, how are they fed up with Kyler?
Because
The Call of Duty expansion came out. That's
Yeah.
why.
No, I guess a lot of he's like I guess he's real arrogant around the locker room, real cocky about shit, and it's just they're sick of him not being like a team player and really focusing on what he needs to do and watch film and do all that shit that was stated in his contract that he should.
It was stated in his contract
So
that he
that
took it
studying
out.
clause should have stayed.
Yeah, that's the problem with these, like with the younger quarterbacks, is they think that they're entitled just because they
young
get.
kids nowadays.
That was an old man moment,
That's
right?
an old man moment. And
That's
here I-
probably what these hooligans nowadays.
Yeah. So I feel like the quarterbacks now, they feel so entitled, and just because they're, the starting quarterback of a team, that they're untouchable. They got all this fucking money. Look at fucking Zach Wilson.
Good fucking Russell Wilson.
You got all that money. Just because you
Those
make a
things
lot of
is
money
right.
doesn't mean you can make a lot of fucking money. Just because,
I'm so happy that Russell Wilson thing blew up in their face. That's right. In his face, because he's exposed as a shitty quarterback that he is. He's had good coaching.
I think Kyler Murray just needs a reality check. Like, hey, you can and will be replaced if you keep fucking up. Like that's just real.
we'll bring Lamar in.
Shit. They're not going to eat $200 million from Kyler's contract.
But, I mean, if you do a signing trade, you pretty much, they can eat Kyler's.
Right, so Lamar can be in the same situation Kyler is and be injured because they have no O-line. Because they bought all those free agents, all those old-timer free agents, but they couldn't, re-up their O-line. That's why Kyler is the way he is, because he's fucking has to run every fucking play. That's what I'm saying. It's back to where running quarterbacks are good if you have good O-line to protect him while they run. If
That's
you
why I don't want C.J. Stroud. It's because everyone thinks he's a mobile quarterback, but he's not. So I don't.
He's
mobile when he
wants
needs.
to
He's
be.
mobile when he needs to be.
Yeah.
See?
I just don't like C.J. Stroud's game. I think he's going to be like Terrell Pryor.
He's got a fucking gun. We need that dude from fucking Kentucky. I already know he's gonna be gone in the first 2 picks.
Will Levis?
Dude's a monster.
No,
Dude's got a
I'm
gun
not
like
sold-
fucking
I
Josh Allen.
am not
I'm
sold
not
on this
sold
dude.
on his ass.
No.
He's got a gun like Josh
No.
Allen.
I think it's a Zach Wilson thing. I think
I
it's like
think
he
so,
looks
too.
he looks pretty, but you open up the curtains and see him exposed.
Then he puts mayo in his coffee. I don't like that shit either.
Wow.
Puts mayo in his coffee.
Yeah, you never seen that video?
The fuck? The fuck?
Yeah.
Who the fuck puts mayo in their coffee?
Yes. Yes. There's some video out there where he's just sitting here.
Oh, I sure as hell don't want him. I don't want that in that
He
locker room.
takes a cup of coffee, squirts the mayo in it. Like you hear the sound. And then, mixes it in a little bit. Delicious.
Do you put mayo in your coffee, Jeremy?
I don't even drink coffee like that.
If you were,
Oh, hell no.
all right.
I mean, I know they say you should try everything once, but
Evan,
I don't
would
think
you
I'm
ever
trying
put mayo?
that.
Never in a
one.
million
I'm not
years. I don't
trying
like
that
mayo
one.
like that, anyways.
I ain't trying that one. What about you, Paul? You doing it?
Hell no.
Would you put mayo in that energy drink?
Pay me enough money, I will. You can. What's the threshold to what you need to get paid? I need to know.
Let's talk figures.
What's the
Let's
low
talk
ball?
numbers
What's the
here.
low ball of what you'll take to have mayo in your coffee? What's the low ball?
To drink a whole cup of coffee with mayo in
Or
it?
do I gotta just take a sip?
No sips. See, that's
Just a whole
cheating.
cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee with mayo in it. Normal, regular cup of
$1,000
coffee.
or more
1,000.
per cup.
I gotta go like 5. Like I'm gonna need a little
$5
bit.
grand?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
You drink one cup of coffee and you
This
just,
is one
you just
cup of
chug the shit.
coffee.
I mean, like
You just chug-
$500, I'll do it.
$500
bucks?
Oh hell no! You going cheap? Cheapskate.
All right, Helmets. There you go.
Yep.
Helmets and Folgers. Bam. That's your guy.
Alrighty, so
I'm your guy.
let's talk about this wild card weekend recap, right? So
God damn it.
P Rock on Millie Block went
Yeah.
6 for 6. Congratulations to him on that as
Dude,
well.
I'm so
You
pissed
shoulda-
at
you shoulda
myself,
done a
bro.
parlay.
I don't know why I didn't.
You know what? I was surprised of how close these games actually were. I said there's no way in hell that these games should have been.
I was talking
that
to
close.
Jamie. I'm like, Jamie, dude, if I would have put a parlay in all of these games, how much money I would have fucking won. If I would have put like $10 in each game,
Yeah,
bro,
you would have been solid.
I would have walked out with like 2 G's.
So, quick recap. Cowboys stomped the Bucks 31-14.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
Bengals barely escaped the Ravens 24-17.
Yeah, they did.
Giants beat the Vikings 31-24.
both of them are frauds.
Bills.
Well, we know who the fraud is now. The real fraud is Minnesota.
So, Bills barely beat the Dolphins 34-31.
I don't know how the hell that happened.
Jaguars did the impossible
Yep.
and came back against the Chargers and won 31-30. Trevor Lawrence had 4 touchdowns and 4 picks.
This shit is rigged.
Chargers lost that game. Trevor Lawrence did not win that game.
Yes, exactly. I'll agree. 49ers beat the Seahawks 41-23. So,
Purdy, man. Big cock Brock.
Party.
so what are your takes?
The Bills are not the Bills that we all think they are.
We are who they thought they
Yeah,
were.
we're not, there's no Dennis Green speech here. Fucking, they got exposed bad by a team with the third string quarterback. And Josh Allen thinks he fucking has, his arm has no fucking bounds. He can just throw it up anywhere.
Yeah, he
was inaccurate as fuck.
Josh Allen is becoming a turnover machine. He threw 2
Xavier
picks.
Howard just fucking snatched that shit. Like he was just throwing it right to Xavier Howard. The Bills, I think, are who are they facing again?
So you got these next games. You got Jaguars and Chiefs, Giants and Eagles, Bengals and Bills, Cowboys and 49ers.
Bengals it's gonna be a shootout.
So they're down 3 offensive line.
That's fine.
Keep that in mind.
Gonna be a shootout.
So Bills
think.
are -5.5.
Now-
I think.
They can't do what they did against Miami against the Bills because again what the Bills can't do what they did against Miami because the Bengals have a better quarterback that knows how to read defenses, escape pressures, and do all that shit. And they have 3 good receivers.
Yeah, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Boyd.
And then their tight end's not bad either, honestly. But
That O-line's gonna.
they can't do what they did against Miami against the Bengals. Bengals will expose them. Bengals defense is actually not half bad.
It's really not.
That's you got no Von Miller on the Bills, so that's a huge difference maker there. So,
But the only thing the Bills got going for them is their motivation.
Yes.
For Hamlin, I'll give them that. They got motivation to win
Right.
because of Hamlin. For Hamlin, because of Hamlin. But Josh Allen's got to clean that shit up. He can't keep
he lost
doing
what,
it.
3 fumbles, recovered 2 of them.
Something like that. And he got sacked. He got sacked 7 times. It's clean it up, dude. You got to clean it up.
Yeah, Josh Allen is looking
Because
very
the
shaky.
fucking
this season.
Bengals have a line. They got a good fucking edge rushers. So I feel like this game is going to be closer than what people think. It's not going to be it's going to be a shootout, but it's going to be a close shootout. You know what I mean?
So you're thinking like kind of like a 38,
Kind of like the
35.
Rams and the Chiefs a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that, but not as high scoring, but like
It's gonna be close. It's gonna
Up
be a
there,
close
yeah.
game regardless.
it's going to be up there.
So what do you think about this last wild card weekend, Jeremy? About all these victories here, these close victories.
Also, side note, I'm glad about Tom Brady losing.
I thought the Cowboys were.
I thought 12 was gonna do it.
Yeah, I thought 12 was going to do it, but
I was impressed with Dallas.
Further
so I give him
explains my
credit.
point of why he should not have come back.
I agree.
Anyway. I was impressed with Dallas. I got to give him credit on that one. I am not impressed with the way the Chargers handled this game. Brandon Staley should be fired as of right now.
He's
safe.
not.
They're
He's
safe.
safe.
The owner came out and said he's safe. He's
I
not.
would have fired him the moment he got back to that locker room.
I guess they're
This
saying
is
the
bullshit.
players love him and they still follow his lead. And yeah,
No, he will be fired probably next season.
What do you guys
Sometime
think of
next season.
what do you think of Herbert as a quarterback?
it's not
I
Herbert's fault.
like him.
It's not Herbert's fault.
Right. No, I'm just saying. Like, what do you think of Herbert?
Plus, it
As
didn't help that
if-
Mike Williams is injured.
If
Yeah.
Mike Williams is injured, if Mike Williams is there, they have a
Keenan Allen is not
chance.
Keenan Allen of the old.
Yeah, Keenan Allen isn't that. If he probably had a better offensive coordinator, that would probably help a lot more too.
I think they got
they
rid
have
of
fired
fired
the
him,
OC.
so they're
As
looking
they
for someone
should.
else.
And I think they fired someone else too.
Do you know there's 12 offensive coordinator positions open in the NFL right now? 12.
a lot. It's a lot.
Like I said, I'm upset with the Chargers on how they handled this game. As for this this week's divisional round stuff, I think the game of the weekend is probably going to be Cowboys versus 49ers. But the Bills and the Bengals will be a close second.
All right, so Jaguars versus Chiefs. Chiefs are -9.
Yeah, Chiefs are gonna.
Do you think Chiefs are just gonna just mollywop?
They don't need to take him lightly, though. They don't need to take him lightly.
My hot take,
Jags
win this game.
Wow.
Just saying.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised.
they're gonna go to the AFC Championship game.
They're gonna go to Arrowhead, the loudest stadium.
I know it is.
You're
a tough
saying the
place to play.
Jaguars are going to be in the AFC Championship game.
Here's my thing. KC always comes out hot that first half, but you know where the Jags improve and actually put in the work and business in the second half. And I think they will somehow keep it close in the first and then just make a little bit of a leeway to win
Can't
this
contain
one.
Mahomes that long.
I think Mahomes will get frustrated.
So you got Jags winning.
Chiefs.
I got Chiefs. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout.
No, it's gonna be closer.
I think it's gonna be. I think they're
Close
gonna
game.
cover the points. I think
Cover
they're
the spread.
Yeah, I think they're gonna cover the spread.
Now,
Yeah.
what is it?
-9.
-9.
Chiefs and Jaguars. Who else?
Then you got Giants and Eagles.
Eagles are gonna blow them out.
Eagles are -7.5.
You expose these
Eagles
Giants
are
for
gonna
the
blow
frauds they
now.
are once again.
Again, the Giants got there for a reason, though. They're fucking not bad team. We struggled against them. We
Like
beat them, but we
Brian.
struggled against them. They're not bad. Danny Dimes is Danny Dimes, the playoff Danny Dimes now. He's proven he can
No.
win in the playoffs. He's proven he can win in the playoffs. He's Danny Dimes.
Do you think Jalen Hurts injuries are going to catch up with him on this game?
No.
He's
You think it's going to be a combination of injury and rust?
He's gonna fight through that shit. He'll be fine.
That's what he's been out for. 2 weeks now.
Something like that. But he's rested up. He's recovered. He's gonna be.
Yeah, he should
gonna
be
ready.
fine.
He's ready to go.
So do you think Eagles are going to cover the spread?
I think Eagles blow out the
I
Giants.
don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but I think they're gonna win.
I think it's
Yeah, I think this is a divisional matchup. You know what I'm saying? This is their third time meeting this year. So it's gonna be
I say Eagles are going to win. I think they're going to
Eagles
cover
will
the
win.
spread.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout though.
blow out
Man.
Eagles all day.
No, I think it's gonna be a blowout as a fucking Rams game.
What
No,
Rams?
Ra-
game?
not Rams, 49ers game.
I was like, what Rams game?
So 49ers are -4. So I think Dak has to be perfect in that game. He has to be perfect for them to have a chance. 49ers got shitload of weapons.
Big cock Brock, dude. He's gonna fucking kill him.
Debo.
I'm
Is he
in.
back?
Yeah, he's back.
back.
I'm in on Brock.
Yep.
I'm in on Brock.
If he wins this game, I'm totally in on him. That's 2 straight playoff wins for a fucking 7th rounder, dude. Come on, dude.
So if he wins this game, are you trying to bring back Jimmy G or Trey Lance?
Trey Lance is coming
I
back
heard
regardless.
that we're fucking trying to trade for Trey Lance. Like what the
The
fuck?
Lions?
Yeah, give
Why?
up one of the draft picks for fucking Trey Lance.
No,
No.
I'm not giving. I'm not. No, I didn't like what I saw with Trey
Now,
Lance.
It's made of glass just like Anthony Davis.
over both of those players, you already know Jimmy G's gone. And didn't they say he's gone after this year, anyways?
I think he
Do
is.
you think Detroit should pick up Jimmy G?
No.
Why get another fucking 30-year-old quarterback?
No, he'll end up in Tennessee. I
He's
think.
not. We need a rookie to start out. Teach
Or
him.
do you think with Brady being gone, or Jimmy G gets picked up by Las Vegas or Tampa Bay?
Ooh, or Jimmy G goes back to New England.
Mac Jones. Ain't.
Mac
Bill
Jones.
Belichick.
Mac Jones is
loves
not that
Mac
guy.
Jones. That's his guy.
Mac Jones ain't that.
That's Belichick's guy.
That's Mac Jones ain't that. Mac Jones is
He's
not.
not that guy, but he's Belichick's guy.
So
Now I think 49ers are going to smoke the Cowboys. I just got a feeling.
I think it's gonna be
McCaffrey's just going to
closer.
fucking go off.
I think they're going to win by 14.
I think Parsons is going to get exposed by McCaffrey. McCaffrey's just going to run all over him and get caught. Catches everywhere. Debo's going to do Debo crazy shit.
You got, was it Ayuk?
Ayuk is fast as shit.
Ayuk is fast. Brock
Then
Purdy.
they got fucking, Bosa, dude. The fucking defense is stacked.
I think the 49ers take this one probably by a touchdown.
It's going to
but-
be
I say 14.
Yeah.
By 14.
in the NFC Championship.
NFC?
Eagles,
49ers.
49ers. 49ers winning.
I would love to see Eagles and 49ers.
49ers win.
I say Eagles and 49ers. And then I got Chiefs and Bengals in the AFC.
Chiefs and Bengals.
Yeah, Chiefs and Bengals.
Jags versus the Bills.
You're
I know that's terrible,
You're
but
going true underdog here.
I know that's terrible to say.
You're going true underdog here. But hey, that's we'll see what happens. So, and Paul, you mentioned that this is the first postseason without the Packers, Patriots, or Steelers since 2000.
23 years, dude.
23 years.
Wow.
Don't sleep on Mike Tomlin. Still has a winning record in every single years that he's coached. So,
Which is nuts.
which is insane.
He's been coaching since fucking, 2006, 2005?
Steelers have only had, 3 or 4 head coaches in their entire franchise history, which is insane. It's very hard to build that type of longevity or find that type of longevity in a coach. So, Tua is out with a concussion. What do you think about Tua? So you brought up Tua's future. The dude has had, 2 or 3 concussions this season?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Probably 4.
4. It's probably 4. I'm sure when we don't know about that he was hiding or something.
So what do you guys think that Tua should do? Jeremy, I'm going to start with you. What do you think Tua should do this season or this offseason / going into next season?
For his health, I would say, bro, just retire. Find some office position in Miami, or if you want to be a quarterback's coach, that's fine. But you need to retire, man, because this is 3 to 4 concussions in one season. I can only imagine.
All within like a 5 or 6 week span,
yeah,
too.
I can only imagine how much damage this is doing to you, or how much damage this is going to create long term for you.
Fuck.
So, dude, I would retire. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm done playing football. This is it. Put me somewhere in the office. I'll help out as much as I can. But
out the game,
as far as me being on the field, like, I can't take that risk, especially for my family.
Who are they
like,
gonna turn to? Teddy Bridgewater?
Somebody.
But at the end of the day, you got to do.
Skyward Thompson. What the hell is his name?
Fuck that dude. That
Yeah.
dude sucks.
But so, Paul, what do you think Tua should do?
I feel like if he plays this year or this coming year, he's got to get out the game when he gets a concussion. Don't keep playing. Or if he gets a concussion, I think give it one more year. Get another concussion, dude. Fuck, call that shit.
So you're saying one more, you're done.
Try one more. Maybe this year was just like, bad karma year or something. Fucking bad juju or something.
Right.
Something going on. Maybe try it this year. Because concussions, like I said, are part of the game. It's just what it is. But like that many in that little time frame is fucking scary.
That's what I'm thinking. That's scary. That many in that time
if
frame.
he feels comfortable enough and he's not gonna be like hit shy now, like scared of the hit, then fuck, go for it. But if he's scared of the hit, that's something you can't shake. You get scared of the hit, you fucking don't want to fucking play, then call it, dude.
So one and done, and then you're saying retire.
I'm saying just.
I'm kind of.
He's still young.
He's still very young, but at
still
the end of the day, you have a family. You have to take care of your stuff, and if I'm kind of on the fence about it, honestly. I feel like he should retire, but he also could kind of like a wait and see type of deal. But that many concussions in that short amount of time is insane, and we've seen a lot of former NFL players come out with CTE, and they're trying to do all these precautions when it comes to preventing CTE in the future. But that's the only thing. It's a small sample size, but we don't know the ramifications that will happen long term. So I feel like one more, done.
One more and done.
I think one more and done. But it's also going to be in his head. And I think that Dolphins coaching staff needs to do a better job of trying to protect Tua. So I think the offensive line needs to step their shit up.
I can agree with that. I guess one more and done, but like I said, I don't know. The health and safety of yourself and, the future of you and your family is it's kind of hard to predict because these NFL contracts, like NFL players, they get maybe 3 to 4 contracts their whole entire career. And some of this money isn't fully guaranteed to you. So that's the issue as well,
Holmes,
too.
You get just 2 because one of them's 10 years.
Yeah, that too.
That's an anomaly. It's very rare, and you have a a franchise quarterback like that. But it's nuts, man. And then, going back, a lot of moving. Cliff Kingsbury, we just talked about earlier about being fired, and the GM resigns as well. Lovie Smith is fired. And then we're talking about Derek Carr to be traded. He put out an article saying, goodbye to Las Vegas and whatever. He's been there.
Where is he going to end up? Where would you want him to end up?
You talked about Derek Carr to Detroit, right?
I said that, but I was saying it jokingly. Honestly, he'll probably end up in
Houston.
Ew.
If Houston's
No.
what
They'll
they'll
do
do
is
is probably
no.
they'll take Derek Carr and then take a rookie to fucking in the draft so they can learn under Derek Carr.
I do not want to go.
Watch it. Derek Carr would come back to the Houston with his brother, because his brother was there.
Yeah.
No, I think Tom ends up in Miami. I think Derek Carr ends up in New York for the Jets.
You don't want him on the Colts too? Colts are looking for one.
Colts would be nice too. They do have a lot of weapons, but I heard there might be some stuff that they might actually be trying to trade Michael Pittman.
Really?
Yeah. Or the Saints. There you go. Your Saints. They need
I don't
a
want
quarterback.
Derek Carr.
Oh, well, come on.
I don't want
No, I
Derek
don't want
Carr.
Derek Carr.
I don't want Derek Carr.
Really?
No.
What options do you have now?
We have none.
You have Taysom.
Or jackknife.
So he's going to throw and catch the ball for y'all.
Yeah, so who knows?
He'll run you over doing it too.
As I'm repping a Saints shirt here.
Trying to give you a franchise quarterback here, but no.
I mean, Derek Carr, I'll take him over
Really,
Andy
he's not
Dalton.
a franchise quarterback. If the fucking
I would-
Raiders
I would-
let you go.
I would
that's
take-
bad.
I would take Derek Carr over Andy Dalton or Jameis.
Yeah.
So that might be he might be an interim quarterback until we find our future.
Or you
Or
can just go
Tom
wherever
Brady.
Peyton goes. Sean Payton goes.
Sean Payton. I like Sean Payton on Arizona. Had a young quarterback in Kyler Murray.
Should have been the Chargers if Staley got fired. But
If Staley got fired, I would have said Chargers. But I like.
Or it could have been Ben
if he
Johnson
go-
if
if-
Stanley got fired.
if he goes to fucking Denver, that's gonna kill Peyton's career. You can't go to Denver.
No.
No, but Denver. They're saying it's the most promising spot.
I'm just glad
Yeah,
that
he's
I'm
got-
just glad that fucking Harbaugh didn't go to Denver.
Harbaugh is remaining with Michigan.
Yes.
Oh, we'll be talking about this again same time next year.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh yeah.
So, do you think Devontae Adams wants out as well?
He's the only reason that he's there is because of Derek Carr. Now there's the reasons going to be gone. What's the point of you being there?
Because he'll have another reason when Aaron Rodgers comes.
Aaron Rodgers is staying in Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers
Aaron
comes.
Rodgers is going to come with his tail tucked between his
Aaron
legs.
Rodgers is staying in Green Bay. He's not going
He's still got that massive contract. How many years? 2 or 3
No.
years?
Since last year.
Already?
You only signed a 2-year,
I thought it was a 4-year.
2 or 3 year or something like that.
I thought it was a 4-year, 200
Yeah, I thought it
million.
was a 4-year.
I thought it was
Might
4
have
year,
been a player
200.
option for 3.
60 million or
Might have been a player option for 3.
60 million or 160 million, something like that. Like,
I
if
feel
you're
like
just gonna
we
throw that
just-
away on the table. You're just gonna leave it. Just be like, all right, I'm done.
And did you guys hear what he said? He's like, I think I can win MVP next year. And then Gronkowski said, why are you thinking MVP? Don't you want a Super Bowl?
all right, Gronk, you're just bored right now. So
I
let's
agree
be
with Gronk though. I would want a Super Bowl rather than an MVP.
I mean, yes, of course, I want bigger things, but of course, Aaron Rodgers is selfish. So of course, he just wants an MVP.
yeah.
That's all he wants. Like
Staying
MVP,
in
I'm
Green
cool
Bay,
with
He's
it.
not going nowhere.
Yeah, I think he's going to stay. He's either going to stay or retire. He's not.
Because they're not going to bench Rodgers for Jordan Love.
No, they're not.
It's not a Brett Favre situation.
Do you guys want to talk about the college championship game? How Georgia.
The high school championship game, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's basically what that was.
Mollywopped TCU.
Mm.
Mollywopped the shit. I think it was like the lowest watch championship game.
I mean, it just got boring after halftime. It's like
They were
I
up,
don't
what,
wanna watch this.
38-7 or something like that. 35-7, something like that. They were up by
More,
30.
more reason why that expanded playoff system needs to be implemented.
So do you think
I don't know about that.
Michigan got lucky by TCU beating us?
You would have given him a better game than TCU did.
I don't know about that. I do think it was a lucky game that TCU just got over Michigan, but as far as them going up against Georgia, like you probably would have got the same result.
It wouldn't have been no fucking 65-7.
Okay,
it would have probably
65-17.
Probably.
You still would have got the same result.
I think it would have been, like Paul said, I think it would have been a better game rather than 65-7. You know,
but to the playoff expansion thing, like you're potentially going to get more blowouts like this when you're expanding it to.
It'll weed out more of those though.
Was it 16, 12 teams? Or
12, I think.
12
teams? Yeah, you're going to get Georgia versus.
Yeah, but
Central
you won't
Florida
get,
like
it in the championship game. It'll weed out all the fucking people that shouldn't be there.
But then what happens when that one lucky game, that one Saturday,
you can't
next
help.
thing you know, you got a TCU in here playing Alabama.
That we're just gonna have to wait. We're just gonna have to wait and see about that. So we'll see, fellas. Alrighty. What's this about? NFL did not want them to play Bills. They were going to forfeit. Is this about the Bills game?
Yeah. So this is about the Bills game. So a little bit like a week after the whole incident came out, like information got leaked, and you know how they told everyone on there, all right, they're going to get 5 minutes to warm up and then get back to the game. The NFL was seriously on them about continuing to play this game. Like there was no stoppage of like, all right, we're going to postpone and pause this game. Like the only reason why all of this game got stopped and got paused was because of the coaching staff on both sides of the ball. We're just like, we're not playing. We're not continuing on to play this game. Like that's why everyone was waiting so long, bouncing back and forth between the broadcast station and the field, because they're like, we don't know what's happening anymore. Like Roger Goodell didn't hop on air to say what was going to happen next or anything like that. Like they were serious about trying to get this game to continue to go on.
Paul, what do you think about that?
Not surprised because money. That's all that's about, and it's a shame, but yeah,
I'm glad that they didn't play.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Shouldn't have played.
I'm glad that they didn't play.
I don't know how you can play. Like if a teammate that you've been around for years is out there, you know, you don't know his status or he's alive, or, you know, if he's doing well or what. You're just like, all right, you want me to go out here and play this game? Like, I can't do that.
No, hell no. Hell no. I would not have played the game either. Shout out to Sean McDermott about saying, no, we're not playing. It's good, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, man. So, Jeremy, thanks for bringing up that topic. And NFL, you guys are a bunch of fucking turds. Deion's speech to the players. Let's talk about Deion Sanders, Colorado. Coach Prime.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys seen this video, but brought all his players once again into their little conference area that they have there. He got up on stage, and then he brought the women of the facility who work at the facility for them all on stage, and he said, the one thing I will not tolerate is the disrespect of women. Now, I don't know if you know all of these women up here, their names or, you know, what they're known as, but get to know them. Get to either call them by their title, but until then, you know, you can just call them ma'am until they, you know, address you and let you know what their name is. So I will not tolerate any disrespect from this team to any of these women right here. If I hear that you are being disrespectful, don't call me. Don't even call me. Don't call any of my staff that I have here. Call your mama and tell them to come pick you up. And she got real.
Good job, Coach Prime.
He got real in that Colorado room.
Kudos. You don't see too many coaches doing that stuff. That's kudos to Coach Prime, man. That's huge because it all starts with respect. He's got to build that culture, and he's got to build that shit from the ground up. So that's really impressive.
Yep.
So awesome. That's a good story, though. That's a good story. All righty. Paul, you brought this up. Katie is injured. I think Katie's injured. What? We're switching to basketball now. For those of you that do not know,
after like 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, he's out for like 3 weeks to 3 weeks to a month, something like that.
Oh my god.
So, obviously, we're about the halfway mark, a little over the halfway mark on the season now. And then you also have Coach Kerr.
Coach Kerr.
I always forget how to say his last name. Kerr. He's benching his starters, and he wants to advocate for a 72-game season.
Jeez.
So what do you guys think about that? About a 72-game season rather than, was it 82?
Didn't they play that what did they play in the bubble? How many games did they play? Wasn't it short? It was short.
It was real short. Wasn't it like 48, 50?
I thought it was 70.
I don't
remember.
I do not remember.
I think it would make for more excited play because you got less time to fucking get your shit together.
I agree. I would not mind a 72-game season. Plus, that's taxing on the players, and then I feel like it's just they have to go through a lot, especially if they have back-to-back games or whatever the case may be. That's a lot on your body.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys have played basketball for 3 hours, and then afterwards you're tired, and you got to do it all again the next day. That junk is tiring.
I wouldn't mind the 72-game season. Like I said, shorten it a little bit, give these players a little bit of a rest, and for all the teams that actually do make it to the playoffs, I mean, it helps them out a long time.
Yeah, I think with the playoffs, they're playing 82 games. They're playing damn near almost 100 games if they make it far enough in the playoffs.
Yeah. I agree.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy on this. What is this Giannis 30 on the gram?
Oh, Giannis, did I say 30?
I think you said 30 on the gram. I think.
It's supposed to be thirsty, but anyway.
Oh.
It's supposed to be thirsty, but I don't know. So Valentine's Day this year, not this year, but last year, of course, he went on Instagram. He was kind of thirsty to his wife. This man is like the epitome of like loving his wife to the fullest. She got him like a little bell that said "ring for BJ's." He put it on his Instagram. So he was like, "All right, yeah, I got this. So all I got to do is ring this." And she comes. She's like, "Stop being like that. Stop being nasty on Instagram." Recently, his wife put out a picture of herself in a nice little dress. She going out, I'm assuming with friends or whatever. Apparently, he hopped in the comment section and was just like, "Hey, yo, what time you getting home?" and then put like eggplant emoji, raindrops, wet. So my man was thirsty for his wife.
At least he's thirsty for his wife on the gram.
Like he's creeping on someone else.
Right, exactly. That's funny.
I just thought it was funny. Like, what?
Giannis is a character, though. I would like to hang out with Giannis. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
My neck would hurt the whole time. I'd be looking up at him. Yeah. Hey, dog, what's going on?
Giannis, can we go somewhere with chairs, dog? Like, this ain't cool, man.
So switching over to college football, we're gonna stay with Michigan because that's what's most relevant now.
Okay.
We got Blake Corum. He's coming back to Michigan, and then did you hear about his potential like 8-figure NIL deal?
8-figure?
It's like 7 or 8 figures, something like that. Blake Corum's gonna get paid with this NIL deal, and obviously
not Florida football quarterback money, but whatever. That $13 million deal that fell through.
Right.
So that's awesome that Blake is coming back. Harbaugh's returning. Paul,
let's talk about that Matt Weiss guy.
And then Matt Weiss. So
fired.
He's a co-offensive
crimes.
Yeah, he's a co-offensive coordinator. He got fired for computer crimes.
Computer crimes, child porn.
I don't know. I don't have much detail on this. So
did he have his OnlyFans page up and he fucking got caught with it?
Jeremy, do you have any details about this?
I do. So apparently he was at the.
He got caught whacking it, didn't he?
No, he was at the Michigan facility, and between a period of 3 days, he was caught using one of their computers, and it doesn't fully explain what a computer crime is.
Was he trying to hack?
Or a violation of computer crime policies, something like that. There's a lot of speculation of whether it's like with recruiting or he was trying to change players' grades.
Oh shit.
The worst of it all is the child pornography and stuff like that he was trying to access on a computer. But apparently,
he had it on there.
Well, I'm just saying that's the worst.
Oh,
that's the worst computer crime.
Oh, I was like, damn.
That's the worst you can get. But apparently, this is just a university type of problem that they're trying to deal with. So no like outside police were involved. It's just the campus police because I believe he is like living and staying on campus or within the campus area.
He was scrolling through OnlyFans and subscribing.
Like no one is able to explain what the hell a computer crime is.
They're like, hey, you can't have that on our websites. You probably use a university computer. It's kind of like when you were in high school.
Yeah, you went to an
unauthorized. Like blockers on certain
Yeah.
sites. You probably found out.
You
probably got a VPN and went on that way to avoid the site, and then that's how he probably.
He couldn't wait till he got home to get horny and want to look at shit. Like
Listen,
you just had to do it while you're at the university.
You ever wanted to fap at a desk? That's how you do it.
No. Once again, like I said, we still don't know what computer crimes is. We probably never
You know
will.
how
But
fucking funny it would be if it comes
fired.
out that it is that? Dude, I would laugh so fucking hard.
I mean, there could be a lot. Yeah, who knows? Just be at home and be thirsty on the gram like Giannis there.
Just be thirsty at home. No,
Let me get to
not
the
at work.
yams.
Sweet. All right, we're switching sports here. We're gonna go Paul here. Carlos Corrrera signs back with Twins for 6 years.
That fiasco, bro.
Wait, is he the guy who like they
Failed
got
the physical.
Yes, that
Yes.
guy.
So he failed 2 different physicals from 2 different teams.
But didn't they know like he was?
So
gonna
the
fit?
Giants first exposed him because he was supposed to sign like a $300 million deal with the Giants, and the doctor was like something's wrong with your knee, boy, and because they're about to do a press conference announcing him, and then the doctor said, "Nah, fuck you," so they canceled the whole trade because of the failed physical.
Mm-hmm.
The Mets were like, all right, swoop in. We're going to offer you $20 million less or $30 million less, something like that.
Yeah, it was like in the 280 range.
And they're like, all right. Talk to the doctors, do the same fucking thing. Nah, don't do it. You're going to waste your money. In about 5 years, his leg's going to blow out and you're going to be out like $200 million. So the Twins were like, we're still here, but
we're still here. Come back.
we're going to offer you $80 million less.
And also probably 3 or 4 years less as well.
No, it was 6 years still. It's still
It was
6
still
years.
6 years?
No, I think the Giants offered like a 10-year.
Yeah.
So it's 4 years, yeah. But $80 million less, and we're like, hey, we know about your problems, but we'll still give you $200 million.
We know about your problems. We'll still give you-
That's a desperate move on their end.
So he went full circle trying to get the fuck out of Minnesota into a championship team. Championship team said, no, fuck you. The second championship team, the Mets, who probably will damn near be in the running for the championship, said, nah, fuck you again. And now they're back. This dude is not like it's not like this dude's like the second coming of fucking Derek Jeter or fucking Alex Rodriguez. He's not putting up crazy numbers. He's a good defender. He's just a young guy who has talent, but he's not like a generational talent. He's not like a Mike Trout.
So I guess I don't understand the deal then. If 6 years, $200 million, like why wouldn't you shoot for something less?
Because his agent is Scott Boras. I don't know if you know about Scott Boras or who he is. He's like the most notorious baseball agent out there. He's the guy that got A-Rod his money. He's the guy that got A-Rod his money.
He's just swindling baseball organizations.
He's like the guy you go to if you want to get paid, and he doesn't take no for an answer. He steamrolls teams. Like, dude, you're going to pay him what you want or he's fucking walking. Like, he's the guy. He's like a fucking... Remember the guy and T.O.'s agent, old agent Drew Rosenhaus?
Oh yeah.
He's kind of like that guy, but like on steroids in fucking baseball. He's like the guy that runs like baseball, dude.
So I wonder how much he's getting out of this contract. What percentage he's getting?
They probably take like a 10%, 15%.
But yeah, so back into Twins now. It's hilarious.
It all comes full circle. Because it's like his knee would be inward, right?
Something about his knee is something in the MRI. The doctors are like, he's not going to sustain how he's doing it for the next 10 years. In the next 5, they're saying in the next 5 years, something in his knee is going to happen. Either a tear or a catastrophic failure or a blowout or something.
So what happens if he gets injured this season? Do they still got to pay him all this money?
Whatever's guaranteed.
Whatever's guaranteed.
So if he's 6 years, $200 million, and 150 is guaranteed, he gets the 150 right up.
And the thing about baseball contracts is most of their shit's all in like incentives and player options and shit.
So I would be like, you have to play X amount of games for us to pay you this amount of money because we all know your knee is full.
So they could say, all right, 120 million is guaranteed. If you play an entire season, you get an additional 10 million. If you play 2 full seasons, you get another 20 million.
The thing is, though, this whole fucking issue cost him $180 million. If you think about it, because he would have gotten like damn near 400 mil.
Yeah. Jeez. She just got a whole new knee, dude. Just get a whole new knee.
A whole new knee.
So Paul, kind of sticking with baseball here.
Baseball.
Tigers are changing the dimensions for the outfield fences.
Got that.
Talk to us about that.
No, I got that saved. So they're bringing in the fences.
Does this help?
So now we have one of the biggest outfields in baseball. We're like, I think we're in the top like 5 in the biggest fields. Our center field was 420. That's like huge. And our left and right fields are 360, 367 or something like that. So now with them bringing it in,
that's probably why all that construction's going on.
Center field's going to be moving in 10 feet, so it's from 422 to 412.
Okay.
The center field, you know that wall in center field?
Where it has the numbers on it?
Where you know where the fucking Camaro and the Silverado are?
Oh, yeah.
Below that wall where underneath the fountain, that wall is going to get lowered. It's going to be lowers from 8.5 feet to 7 feet. It's a little bit shorter wall. The right center field wall, where that little crazy corner is going to be lowered from 13 feet. So you know how that big scoreboard that shows all like the other games right there? That wall is going to get lowered.
Okay.
In half, pretty much from 13 to 7 feet. And then the very right field wall from 8.5 to 7 feet. So all in total, it's just...
It seems like such minor changes happening.
What's hilarious is when they posted that, because you know how Miggy is gone.
Yeah.
Miggy's like, damn, I want to come back now. He's like, and then the Tigers did like the eye emoji, like.
So crazy thing that I didn't know about, that I just found out about this yesterday from my buddy John, that all these baseball stadiums are not the same, I guess, dimensions, pretty much.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't know that. So, like, football, basketball, hockey, like, all their fields, all their arenas are basically, like, the same size. So, you got, like, 100 yards all together on a football field.
Well, yeah. Basketball, hockey, and football have to have the same shit. But, yeah, baseball
is, like, completely different. So, I'm like, if your like right wall is, in a little bit,
that's why
closer, like
that's why
batters that way.
Certain players want to go to certain places because they can get more home runs.
That's what I was saying. That adds to like the strategy of baseball. Like,
look at why the Yankees get so many power hitters. Their right field porch is one of the shortest in baseball. It's only like 330, 340 feet away.
Like, as long as you can hit that,
and far, also like, they have some kind of scientific thing with Yankee Stadium that when you hit it, there's like a jet stream that fucking flows up and it makes a ball carry more. It's like some weird. They did it on sports science kind of shit.
I miss sports science. Yeah,
but that's some crazy stuff that I don't understand.
That's why a lot of power hitters like to stay in Boston. Also, Yeah, they have the green monster, but that bitch is only like 320 feet away.
You just got to
You
hit
can
it high.
either get a hit really easy or you can get a home run. But also in their right field wall is like fucking this tall. So you can hit anything over that. So that's why a lot of power hitters stay in those older stadiums and like the Cubs. They have a generic, they're generic. They have a straight half circle. The most it is in the center field's like 400 feet. 400 feet's like a normal, so like an average pop-up will fucking go out. That's why in the Yankee Stadium, when you get a pop-up to go in the right field, most of the time it's fucking getting a home run, which is fucking nuts. That's why a lot of power hitters like going there.
So I asked you this since you're like our baseball guy here. Would you like to see all the fields regulated to the same size and same dimensions?
Takes away from the aesthetic of different ballparks or going to different ballparks and having the advantage of a ballpark. That's why hitters like going to Denver Coors Field, because thin air, more home runs, more hits. You got to be more of a pitching style. But like when you go, you most of the pitchers pitch to their strengths of their field too. So like with Comerica Park, we never really had to worry about a lot of home runs getting hit because our shit was so deep. And this is the third time they had to move in the fences. The first time when we first built Comerica Park in 2000, the left and right field walls were like 380, 370, 380. It was way back. You know how the bullpen is now in left field? The wall behind the bullpen is where the original fence was. That's how far back it is. So they implemented that bullpen, make it in more. So they moved the wall in like 20 feet, like moved it up. So it was like 370 and then it was 420 and then 370. It was huge. And they moved them all in. So now this is the third time they're doing this, which is crazy. But yeah, I think if they went into just a distinct, like, these are the dimensions you have to do, it would just take away from the aesthetic of going to different ballparks. Because then all the ballparks, well, yeah, they are in different cities, but they'll just be a generic stadium like football stadiums are not. Yeah,
there's nothing like.
There's nothing unique about them.
Like the only different thing about football stadiums is there's domes, there's no domes. It's just really, you're on the same 100-yard field fucking rectangle. There's nothing different about it.
Just make them play all in domes. Fuck it.
Right. So, man.
So, all right. Now we're gonna switch from sports. We're gonna go to entertainment now. So, Paul, you got this: best video games that never got a sequel.
Oh, there are several of those.
A lot. So these are the ones that this on Instagram, this site, Gaming Bible.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So these are like a few of them. I don't know if you remember the PS2 game Shadow of the Colossus. Big ass giant dude like that. Looks like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never got a sequel. That game was like one of the best games of all time. You got LA Noire, that Rockstar game, the old gangster game.
Oh, I wanted
I
to see
forgot about that
that.
game.
Would have been nice.
Mm-hmm. Bully, the Rockstar game.
I thought they made a sequel of that game. Or
They did a
only
remaster. They did a remaster.
That's what it was. Yep.
Gun. I don't know if you remember that old Western game Gun for the PS3.
I remember that one.
It's like pretty much like a cowboy game.
It's like Red Dead.
Star Wars Republic Commando.
Yeah, I like that game.
I don't remember that one.
Older generation. Conqueror's Bad Fur Day.
I do remember that one.
That game was the shit. That fucking multiplayer in that game was badass.
Oh yeah.
Then you got Black, that old war movie or war game. PS2,
I
PS3.
don't think I played that one.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another classic.
God, I miss that
I'm
game.
surprised they haven't fucking remastered that one.
They should.
Those are the only ones that they showed so far. But yeah, do you know of any other games?
Trying to think. I think they should remaster a lot of different games.
Yeah,
but I don't think
really
they should do a lot of sequels. So
Like the Duke Nukem sequels, those just got out of hand.
I remember like Prototype.
I like to chew ass and eat bubblegum.
Didn't they make 2 prototypes?
They made 2 prototypes, but I just remember like those types of games.
Prototype was badass.
Prototype was badass. Those free roam.
Well, Prototype was pretty much infamous.
Yeah.
Same kind of style of literally almost the same kind of game. Just
Did they make a Godfather 2 game?
Godfather?
Yeah.
No.
That's one I definitely like enjoyed with my PS2.
Mm.
It was really cool.
There's a lot of games that we're probably not even
We're
thinking
blanking on
of
right
that,
now.
Yeah, that we're blanking on right now. So let's go on to this next topic here. So we got who's the most universally liked person?
All right. This is one of these barstool like bracket things, you know.
Yeah, I saw this one.
So you saw them?
I saw.
So on the left side, you got Bob Ross, The Rock.
What?
Bob Ross, the painter.
Yeah, I know, but why is he on this list?
He's the most universally liked person. You couldn't be mad at the dude.
I don't even like Bob Ross.
Who the fuck doesn't like Bob Ross?
I don't like Bob Ross.
That was a saint. Then you
Like,
got.
I'm not saying he did anything wrong. I'm just like, he's just
Then you
kinda
got
weird.
The Rock.
All right, yeah.
You got Keanu Reeves,
Okay.
Mr. Rogers.
All right.
Mr. Rogers is in the same realm as Bob Ross.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I
he's one
mean,
of those like
They're
those.
still both kind of creepy at the same time, but it's
got-
like I can kind of see.
Alex Trebek,
Okay.
Jamie Foxx,
All right.
Dolly Parton,
Oh, my in-laws love
right.
Dolly Parton.
and Robin Williams.
Okay,
Okay.
Then the other side, you
not
got
mad at that side.
you got Shaq, you got Paul Rudd, Steve Martin,
Okay.
Tony Hawk, Steve Irwin,
Mhm.
Jack Black,
Yeah.
Danny DeVito,
Yeah,
and Brandon Fraser.
yeah.
No. Wait, Brandon or Brendan?
Brendan Fraser.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Why?
Explain.
He made Blast from the Past.
So
All those Mummy series is not gonna be enough to cover up that shit.
based on what he's gone through recently,
That's why
you're
he's
not gonna
on
throw.
That's why he's on this
You're not
list?
gonna throw him a bone for that.
Maybe.
Cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded. So
That my
out
man.
of those people, who do you think is the most universally liked? If you had to pick one,
Let me see.
It's got to be The Rock, right?
no. I don't think he's number one.
On the left side, I'm gonna have to say The Rock or Keanu. On the right side, I'm gonna have to go with Steve Irwin.
Yeah, my final bracket would be Keanu and Steve Irwin.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I think Keanu takes it though. Why do you hate Keanu,
like the dude is so humble.
bro?
It's insane.
Bro, it's fucking Keanu Reeves. What's his name? Is amazing.
It's between Shaq and The Rock.
Shaq and The Rock.
Shaq and The Rock. Although Paul Rudd is up there too.
Yeah, you can't hate Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I can't. hate
No,
Paul
he's-
Rudd.
You can't
no.
hate on Paul Rudd.
It's too funny. List of things only girls can do. Barstool. Are we about to get in trouble here?
No.
Do we need to do a disclaimer before we start doing this?
No, I
conversation?
don't think so. But once again, it's another Barstool thing from KFC Radio. I guess they put out a list that, this does not involve giving birth or anything like that, but a list of things that's only acceptable for girls to do that guys cannot.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that.
One of those things was carry an umbrella. Do you guys agree with that?
I've seen chicks carry umbrellas all the time.
I know, but guys carrying
The
an
guys
umbrella
Oh.
when it's raining, or do you just go out there and face the rain?
Depending on what you're wearing. Say if you're wearing say if you're at a funeral wearing a suit and shit like that, and it's like raining on you. You want to get rained on? You want to have an umbrella protecting you?
If it's a downpour, umbrella, yes.
Just depends on what you're wearing, though. If you're wearing like a hoodie and sweats, then what's the point of?
So this is on depending.
Depending. All right, that was one of them. The other one, brunch.
I fuck with brunch heavy.
Throw on brunch.
they were saying like, hey, if it's the guys going out to lunch,
Oh yeah,
And-
the guys don't do brunch.
if
Yeah.
the guys are going out and there are no women involved at all, no, we're going to lunch, not brunch. And you cannot sit here and get the cinnamon toasted pancakes either. Like, bro, you better get a burger and a beer. We are not doing this today.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever asked.
I would never
Maybe
ask
my
anybody.
friend-
No, I've never
My
asked.
guy
Hey, man,
friends,
you wanna
hey
go to
bro,
brunch
you want
real
to do
quick?
some brunch?
You mean lunch?
You mean
I would go with a
you mean
brunch if it was
you
with,
wait
like-
a half hour for lunch? Yeah.
Yeah, I would go to brunch if it's like a couples thing. That is more
Yes.
acceptable than just strictly guys and brunch. No,
The dude's going for brunch, pancakes and mimosas.
mimosas can get
Listen,
you
I
fucked up.
love me some pancakes.
I love me some
me some mimosas. I don't know about them together.
It's good as it's good. It's
I
good.
mean, I've never had them together, but both of them separately are pretty good.
I've been to Vegas with bottomless mimosas. As soon as you took one sip,
Fuck,
here comes the
yeah.
waiter. Stop you off.
Well, it's Vegas.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's the best place to have brunch.
Yes.
All right, so there were a bunch of them on the list. I'm not going to go through all of them, but one of the last ones, blowing on your food.
No, you just huff it. Yeah, this what you.
I do it every now. I do it every now and then. Every now and then I do.
Sometimes.
Sorry, I don't like it when you get the burner roof of your mouth and you have to.
I just let it cool off.
Deal
Like,
with that little-
I'll stir it up and then you'll see a bunch of steam come
you
out,
fucking
and then I'll
deal
just
with
let it
that
cool
little
off.
piece of skin on top of your mouth if
Oh,
you burn it.
yeah.
I
That's
fucking
the
hate
worst.
that.
That's the worst.
So to avoid that, I blow my food.
This is fair.
If you have like hot soup, do you put ice cubes in it?
No.
Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, wait, what?
Who?
I've seen people do
What
that.
psychopath puts ice cubes in soup?
It's just water.
Probably the same psychopath that puts mayo in coffee.
Probably.
Same psychopath puts ice cubes in wine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you
terrible,
can't do ice
man.
cubes. You don't even like wine. You're not even Italian.
Yeah, but like I even know you don't put ice cubes in wine.
Have
Yeah.
you tried wine or no?
Yes, I've tried wine. I don't like wine. I'm not a wine guy. It reminds me.
I'm not a wine guy.
No, it just reminds me of communion. Taking communion. I don't want that shit.
Oh.
That's all I think of.
That's all I think of.
I just can't do it.
So Paul put this, and Attack on Titan returns in March. I am so excited for Attack on Titan. I just hope they don't just drag this thing out.
It's going to be a part 5.
Yeah, it's going to be a part 5 on it. So
I mean, you gotta think about it. We're in season 3,
season 4.
season
part
4,
3 or
part
4.
3.
Yeah.
Finale part 3.
Yeah, finale part 3.
I still have yet to watch this show.
As long as they bring back rumbling.
Rumbling. That's on my workout playlist. Yeah. You don't watch Attack on Titan?
I have still.
You watch
yet
any
to
anime?
No,
You're not a dweeb?
no. I'm sorry.
My wife, she was it last week. I was watching Naruto, and she walks in. She's like, "I'm gonna come in and hang out with you." Naruto's on the TV. She's like, "I'm gonna go in the bedroom and watch TV." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "You don't want to watch anime?" She's like, "No, this is stupid."
I said, babe, I thought we were hanging out. What
What
happened? I don't
Jamie
know.
says. She's like, I don't want to watch that shit.
Yeah, I was like, "This is fucking awesome." And then
Then, but no, it's funny though because I was watching Attack on Titan one time, and she was like, she just was casually sitting there, and then she actually started like watching it, and then she's like, "What's going on with this? Why are they doing that?"
I thought you weren't interested.
Yeah, I'm like,
Got
She's like, "Damn it!"
Yeah,
I'm like,
Got him.
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that.
so is Demon Slayer's coming back in April, I think.
Can't wait for Demon Slayer. Tokyo Revengers came back. Another
You know
one, another
that
good one.
Demon Slayer's the Mugen Train arc is coming on Netflix.
Your guy Roku, the goat.
The GOAT.
That's why he's the goat. All these
Tom
animes.
Brady's in it? What?
No, Tom Brady.
God.
Tom Brady needs to burn.
Such a Tom Brady.
All right,
dick
so
rider.
this topic is clearly for you two wrestling nerds. Stephen McMahon resigns.
Stephanie
Stephanie
McMahon.
McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon. Did I say
Steven
that?
McMahon? Who the fuck is that? The long lost brother?
Yeah, Stephanie McMahon.
I'm sure that he's probably out there
right.
somewhere.
Probably. So she
grand.
Knowing
resigns.
Vince, yeah.
Why did she resign?
No, because Vince fucking came back.
Well, he's trying to sell the company.
That he's trying to sell the company as well too. Stephanie actually stepped down like a couple days after he got back in the whole board of directors voted him back into his position. So she stepped down and was like, all right, I'm done because I thought I was handling
he's
the
not
issue
taking any kind of creative control away from Triple H, which is good.
that we know of yet.
As of right now, he's not.
That we know of yet.
You better not.
I guarantee you he will.
He won't.
I don't know
Triple
about
H will
that.
walk then. Watch.
I know that's what it's going to come down to. Triple H will walk. I guarantee you in maybe like a year or so.
If Vince takes back.
If Vince takes over control, I mean, there's already talks in the locker room right now. Some of the wrestlers don't really care for Vince being back either, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of shaky right now. Especially they not deciding who they're going to sell to. There's rumors of them selling
Well, it's
to
pretty
Saudi,
much the
going
Saudis
private,
and I think Disney are in the top two.
Disney, or there's even rumors of AEW Tony Khan trying to buy them. I know, right?
It'd be fucking because then that would be like karma for the whole WCW thing. That'd be hilarious, dude.
It'll be interesting, but I mean, Stephanie, enjoy the rest of your life as a mother right now. I know she recently had surgery as well too, so
You can watch Eric Bischoff try to bid for it too. I'd fucking die. I would die. I would piss myself.
someone even said like, what if The Rock went and bought WWE?
You probably could. Motherfucker owns XFL.
Yeah, part owner.
XFL, you got the tequila, you
got
doing
the
movies,
Zoa,
like
You got the
the
Zoa energy
drink.
drinks.
I mean, you got money stacked up somewhere. You could probably buy this company, but
Yeah, with,
I
with
don't
a
know,
series
that's
of
a lot
investors.
of responsibility right now.
Yeah. Your boy's back at it again. AB.
Guess who's back?
I don't want to talk about
Back
it.
again.
I don't want to
So
talk
I
about
can
it.
show
AB's
you
back.
guys this.
I don't wanna talk about it.
AB's back. Tell her from.
I can show you guys about this.
I
But
don't even want to
can't-
talk about him.
I can't.
You do. Don't lie.
We can't show the camera, obviously, but
Oh.
so yeah, that was on AB's Snapchat earlier this week,
Oh.
and he claims he got hacked.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't get it.
Yeah, he said my Snapchat page has been hacked. Working on it with @Snapchat support
AB
to get this fixed ASAP.
AB is the Kanye of football.
Yeah.
He does shit on purpose.
Yeah. Hacked.
He said he got hacked. I mean,
Bullshit.
Who am I to say that he did not get hacked on Snapchat?
Horrible. Quickly moving on. What is this Mug Shot Shawty game?
Oh, so I don't know if you guys know the page on Twitter, but Mug Shot Shawtys.
I don't have a
I
Twitter.
don't have Twitter anymore.
So it's basically hot girls who got caught doing something wrong, who went to jail.
Oh,
They
and it's the
obviously took
mugshot.
a mugshot of them. So I am going to show you guys 3 photos, and I want you to tell me what they went to
time?
jail for.
Oh, what they went to jail for.
Thank God.
Mug shot, shorty. Mug shot.
All right.
Show.
Number
show,
one.
Show.
What was her crime?
DUI.
Drug related.
DUI, drug related. Evan, you're right. It's DUI.
I was looking at the eyes, seeing if they were dilated or not.
Damn.
Damn.
I watched a lot of
Why are
ID
you looking deep in her eyes for?
Yeah, why are you looking deep in her eyes?
because yours not available.
All right, number 2.
Okay, she looks crazy. So
Battery. Or assault.
aggravated assault.
Or assault or battery. Something like that.
Battery aggravated assault. It is assault.
Let's go.
She was kicked out of a bar, later returned to get the bouncers to get in the bouncer's face, hitting him with a bottle on his chest multiple times
Off
until
his chest.
yeah,
God damn.
I don't fight. I don't argue. I just hit that bitch with a bottle.
until the bouncer was able to get her to the ground where she bit his arm.
Jesus. She's feral.
You need to go ahead and get a rabies shot, sir.
All right, here's one more.
Oh, she looks super crazy.
Stalker.
Um,
Stalking.
you say stalking? Second degree murder.
Damn.
It's a very wide range.
Yeah, that's a wide range of crimes. God. But no, both of you guys are actually wrong on this. Injury to personal property.
Oh, lame.
I know.
I thought we were just slowly like escalating the charges.
I mean, I can
that's
find
why I went.
First degree capital murder. Oh.
You got any more? This game is kind of fun.
Right.
All right. Well, now I just feel sad for this one, but
Meth. Meth. All day.
Meth.
God. All day, meth.
With her face, God,
Meth.
Yeah, she looks.
Methy.
Let's say distributing drugs.
Distributing meth.
meth and distributing meth. Both of you guys are wrong.
Damn.
Tell me she don't look methy, bro.
She does.
Thank you.
Her crime, fraud. She scammed over $400,000 on a GoFundMe page.
Damn.
Oh, you know, she's dabbling in some meth.
She needed $400,000 for her meth.
She was watching too much Breaking Bad.
Oh, here we go.
I lied. That's meth. No.
That's
murder.
That's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. It's gotta be. That's attempted murder.
First degree murder for shooting her boyfriend on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, new me.
Pop, pop.
It's a nice watch. Run it.
Right. Golly. Alrighty.
We
So,
can do some more of these next week, but there is a ton.
what
of
is
them
this?
on here.
Megan Hall. She always comes up with like the most
Random
oddball
shit.
topics.
Random shit.
It's
Okay,
fun, but
okay,
it's just oddball.
Disclaimer: this one's probably going to get a little bad.
Okay.
So Megan Hall, she is a former police officer.
Okay. I didn't know the name. Now I know what you're talking about.
She's a former police officer.
Arizona, right?
I believe Arizona.
Yeah.
Yes. Former police officer, probably signed to the Cleveland Browns right now. Shouts out to Sean Watson right there. But
What are the 5?
yeah, she was on duty and
She's on duty, all right.
I can't even get through this story.
Tell the damn story.
So, anyway, she was caught telling fellow co-workers about some police officers that her co-workers that she was with out in a squad car were very attractive. And when she was out in the squad car, when they were on duty patrolling, she smashed the homies.
How many homies?
I believe it's 4?
She said she liked, no offense, she liked the black dick.
Can you say that just one more time?
She liked the black dick.
Like you're reading this from a book. She said she liked the black.
Twas the
dick.
night before Christmas, and all through the house.
So
You
she
read it
said
like
that to her coworkers. She also said that she would sleep with coworkers in the police station, in the squad car, have threesomes multiple times with multiple different officers.
Oh, they run.
They came out and
run a brothel.
they came out and they agreed to they acknowledged what she said, and they're like, yeah. Meanwhile, she is married.
Yes, she is married.
Her husband is totally 100% backing her.
Oh, what an idiot!
He is a cuck.
Oh, all day.
And I don't know if you know what
Honey,
this woman looks like, but this is Megan Hall. This is Megan Hall. Now, I don't know what she looks like all done up.
Honey,
but still,
I don't like you being white. Can you be black? No? Okay, can I go get a black guy and have him rail me? Sure, honey.
It's a cuckold
But yet,
situation.
you were smashing in the squad car
Homies.
on duty.
Homies. Plural.
Unreal.
There's a one that says something about something about this bitch likes train rides way too much. And just, yeah.
That's horrible.
So she smashed the homies, and I believe she's on like leave right now.
I think she's suspended
Is suspended?
because they're investigating shit because it happened in the police station.
And there is a update. Now I have to find it though too. But
Yeah, she's not. I don't think she's even that like attractive enough to warrant all these dudes chasing after her like that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're on 12-hour shifts, you're working all the time, and you're around that person a lot, stuff could happen. But
then again, it's like I don't want to kink shame her for liking dick, I guess. But
no, what kind of
what kind of dick?
Black dick.
So NSFW. So if you're listening to this, NSFW.
Sorry, kids.
But there is some silver lining to this, because even though she might be on like administrative leave, a Nashville strip club is offering up work for her if she would like to come and get paid.
No.
If she would like
Her,
to get
that's
paid.
a cuckold
How much
situation.
money she would fucking make?
You're like, you're the cop, right?
You're the cop that got grailed. I see you.
You're the cop that likes.
You like trains.
You're the cop that likes.
Black dick. I say that in the word one more time.
Oh my god! All right, moving
We're
on.
getting canceled.
Yeah, we're getting canceled.
We're our last podcast of this year.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Paul, you brought up Golden Globes recap.
Yeah, did you guys watch it?
Fuck no, I don't watch
Shit
any
show
of
that
this.
it is, that it was.
I don't watch
I
it.
didn't
Gerard-
know it was on.
So,
To be honest with you,
was his name Jared Carmichael, that gay comedian I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
He tried way too hard to be like
oh, jeez.
controversial. He tried just way too hard to be controversial. He was saying all these like crazy shit, and he was trying too hard to be funny. No one was laughing. Like you could see like no one was laughing. Dude. If it sounded like that like forced in laughter.
Oh,
That's what it sounded like.
That's horrible.
But it was just like weak and yeah. Black Panther did win. Angela Bassett won for Black
As
Panther.
supporting,
I did
yeah,
see that,
I saw
actually,
that, and
yeah.
she dedicated
Then,
her speech.
Cool. There was
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. He did not. He got nominated. He didn't win. He should have won. Brendan Fraser won Critics' Choice Award for The Whale.
Oh, okay.
for Doom Patrol. Or
The Whale,
what is a whale?
the movie he's nominated for.
Is it in theaters?
Yes.
Is it in the theaters?
Yes.
Or can I just find it on Netflix?
No.
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 Is it a good movie?
I don't know. I heard.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
it was a good movie.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna see this.
You can't support Brendan Fraser.
No, I'll support him in Doom Patrol. That's about it. And The Mummy.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
Do we got anything else, guys?
Do we?
I don't think so.
Am I the asshole?
No, unless we want to do some more Mug Shot Shawtys.
Do a couple more.
Yeah, let's do a couple more. Let's do 3 more.
What was her
Reminds
crime?
me of
She
that
liked the
fucking
black
Trump
dick.
shorty.
Shouty.
What was her crime? She liked the black dick.
The black dick.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, some of these women are just wild. Actually, someone actually found love on this site too, which is kind of crazy.
It's horrible.
When I think of internet dating, I think of Mug Shot Shawty Twitter page. Sex with a younger student.
Theft.
Theft and sex with a minor. All right, got it. Both are incorrect.
Damn.
Driving while impaired.
There's so many different little laws and stuff. You hungry?
Stomach makes noises. Sorry.
All right, 2 more.
Oh God.
Meth.
Coke.
Flat out.
Meth, coke. I mean, you guys aren't wrong.
Drug
I guess.
related.
It is drug related. Possession of cannabis, narcotics, and resin.
Jesus.
So she
Here
had,
for a good time, a long time.
she had a lot. Oh, geez.
Uno más, mi amigo.
Can I? All right.
Arson.
Drunk in public.
Woo! All right, you ready for this? Armed robbery.
Oh God.
Armed robbery with a firearm. Aggravated battery. Theft of a firearm. Illegal carrying of a weapon during a crime of violence. Theft of a motor vehicle. She stole 2 trucks at gunpoint and shooting 2 people as she escaped as well.
Golly. Jesus. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Anything else, guys?
Oh, I think so.
All right, this was a little bit longer episode, so hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Once again, my name is Evan Hoy. Thank you for tuning in for the latest edition of Speak Your Piece. Paul Shapiro to my left, Jeremy Bryant to my right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, making sure you guys are checking us out on Spotify and iHeartRadio, and obviously or anywhere else that you find your podcast at. Follow us on Instagram at SpeakYourPiece_313. TikTok, Speak Your Piece _podcast, and Facebook and YouTube at Speak Your Piece. Making sure you guys are clicking those like buttons, share buttons, and everything. Making sure you guys are sharing this on your Instagram stories as well and tagging us. We greatly appreciate that. Once again, thank you guys for all the support, and we got to send you guys off with, of course, peace.